is up? How are you all doing tonight?
Hi, everybody.
Back.
After a 2-week hiatus.
We are the chosen ones.
Yes, we are.
And we are here to kick some ass. Let's go.
And we are not afraid of murder hornets, by the way.
No.
No.
I ate them for breakfast.
Although they are scary looking. I'm not gonna lie, they're scary looking.
I can be too. It's all right.
Yes, Danny did get a haircut.
So who got here tonight? Yep, I got them all cut. Lena, what is up? Griswold family vacay. What is going on, Danny and the boys?
We got a lot.
Fantasmic Chronicles. Hey, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm awesome. Jonathan, what is up? Who else we got here? Blaine 2007. What is going on? Thanks for joining us. Pirate Princess Red. Haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Thanks for joining us. And Michael Riley. Okay. So we got 5
everybody
in here. Plus all you guys on Facebook tonight too. Yes? We show you guys love too. How the heck are there, everybody? We have probably a lot to discuss since we haven't been on in a while.
We do. And you know, Danny, Griswold family vacay.
Yes.
If it was orange and black, I would have to burn it because OSU is for the Ohio State University.
I don't get involved in the sports banter, so.
No. You know, there are a million things to talk about. I can tell you what we're not going to talk about is we're not going to treat you to the same old BS that every single stream seems to be doing anymore. I'm tired of it. Moving on.
No.
You're not in here to listen to us banter
it's
about
gone.
Shit. But
listen, you can see how me and Tony came in here. We're dressed to kill tonight. We're ready for this. That's old news.
Yes.
Old
Jonathan.
News. So
the first thing up there, Boba Fett is coming to Mando. I don't know if I'm more excited about that or if I'm more excited about Ahsoka coming to the Mando. I think both are going to bring an intriguing value to that show. What do you think about that, Danny? I mean,
Boba Fett and Ahsoka? Heck yeah. I'm more excited for Ahsoka.
Oh, I know.
Shoot, man. Look. Let's be real. I know there's a lot of haters out there about Ahsoka right now. Like, oh, she don't belong in this, in the Mando, blah, blah, blah. Why? There you go. There's my girl. She is of the age to be at that location. Listen. Let's go back and look at Clone Wars.
Hey, Shelly, welcome in.
The whole Clone Wars series. Look at how young Anakin was, and then you had Obi-Wan, okay? Oh, look at how young Obi-Wan was. Now, we had Obi-Wan jump ahead, and he was old enough to be, like, look at how old he was now. Granted, I guarantee he would have still been around to the end if Vader never killed him with the saber. Okay? 100%. Jedi live forever, really. Come on. Look at how old they get. You know? And now, Ahsoka was a teenager. She was like 16 in the Clone Wars, okay? Yep. She would have been about the age that, realistically, Luke Skywalker's age at the end of this whole series. I mean, really. She would have been about that. You know? So, yeah, it fits well.
What do you think about Rosario Dawson playing her, though? I mean, it's not a bad choice.
I think it's fine. Listen, I don't knock anybody for playing anything. It's their job. If you're an actor, you should be able to pick it up. And you know what? They usually don't make bad choices for the Star Wars universe on who they want to play people. So, okay, why not? I'll let them roll with it.
Yeah, especially when you got Favreau picking the characters. Jon Favreau has this uncanny ability to put everybody in what seems like the perfect role. Like, I know that you are not, you're not a Marvel guy, but if you go back and watch those, look at Chris Hemsworth. He just has that look of what you would think.
I have watched him, and I can't. Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
the characters fit well. 100%, the characters fit well.
I mean, especially, I mean, who better to play Iron Man than a man who spent 20 years of his life in the headlines for being an arrogant asshole? What is Tony Stark? He's an arrogant asshole.
Exactly.
So I mean, it was a
Robert Downey Jr. definitely fit well in that. Yep. I'm not gonna lie. 100%. 100%.
So, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
And what do we got? About 4 more months, somewhere in there, end of October, probably when we see that again.
For what?
For Mandalorian.
Oh, for what? Yeah,
that's
probably October.
I think that's when it premiered, didn't it? End of August, September.
Let's be real. Let's. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm not even waiting for. I'm waiting for them to drop the trailer for it, because realistically, the trailer would have been coming out any time now. When was San Diego Comic-Con supposed to take place?
I don't remember. I remember seeing that it was canceled. I really
don't know. Right. But let's put it this way. At San Diego Comic-Con, all the trailers count. Okay? We would have got the Star Wars trailer at SDCC. And now that we canceled that, when are we getting all these trailers? That's what I want to know. You know?
Isn't that normally like very late July? When San Diego,
around there, yeah,
maybe
June,
like
July,
the first
something
week.
Like that.
I was thinking usually a lot of those West Coast ones tend to be. It seems like late summer. Jonathan said summer. I mean, but I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, I know it's the summer, but I think it's like June or July, something like that. So it's coming up. So it's like, when are we getting these trailers? Oh, that's what I want to know. How are we getting these trailers? Are we just getting a whole massive drop of trailers at once? I mean,
I think they're going to follow. They're going to follow suit of the way everybody else is releasing stuff now. You're going to see mass promotion on TV with very short trailers and longer trailers being promoted on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. Because, I mean, let's face it, right now, everybody is tuned in to people streaming on YouTube and people streaming on Twitch, because they've been stuck at home and they're tired of watching the same old crap on TV. And they know that, you know, they come and watch us or anybody else, they're getting something kind of fresh. I mean, not everybody's fresh, but we are.
There's this one.
Yep.
But there's one that I like even better. This one.
Yeah, a little bit. You need to get the wider.
I can appreciate. Yep. The thinner. Yep. Yep.
Well, here's one for you.
Princess Red, I appreciate that comment so much. Yeah.
Speaking of Neo and John Wick 4 are supposed to drop May 24th of 2020. Those are going to have to get pushed back because of all these releases that still need to come out. Because some of these movies are going to push back probably 6 months and get into the winter movie season instead of the summer season, which really, really blows. I'm so looking forward to another Matrix.
Oh, well. I mean, I hate to say it, but oh, well. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but it's like that. That's like, this whole. Yeah, I'm not even getting. No. Let's get away from
Shelly,
that. Get away from it.
You one of these? Shelly, I can send you one of these. Guarantee you, it'll make you a winner.
Oh man. Oh man.
You know,
So
speaking of Shelly, I had such a blast hanging out with her and Danny from Griswold and, you know, everybody that was in and out of there in the chat. Shelly is killing it right now. I'm not going to lie. She is having a good time with it. She seems relaxed. And I know that from experience, and you were there with me.
I just wish she went earlier in the day because
you
not my
can't get
time
much
of day
earlier
right
than
there.
1 a.m.
Jeez.
That's the second hour of the day. She's going as early as
I mean, realistically, for me, that's late. I mean, yeah, I hear you, but some of us got work at the morning.
Yeah, I was just sitting back drinking a beer, and all of a sudden I looked down and seen that Shelly Starwalker was live, and I'm like, I gotta check this out. And then
That's awesome. No, I've been going back and watching a lot of like late night streams that I fall asleep to and all that, and some of these guys are killing it out here right now, and appreciate that. I really do. Sorry guys, if you see me looking this way, it's just I'm trying to deal with Facebook and YouTube at the same time because, like I said, we're streaming both places tonight, so I do apologize.
Danny, the next time that I have family going down that way, I'll get a second bottle of it brought up and I will ship it out to you. But that's not going to be probably until next spring before anybody gets down there that I know. So you'll have to wait.
For what?
I showed him, I think it was Sugar. I have to look again, but Sugarland's Moonshine out of Pigeon Forge. They make one called Electric Orange. And remember the Push Pops as a kid or orange creamsicles? That's really what it tasted like.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like a orange popsicle.
Pigeon Forge is like the capital of like moonshine. Let's be real. So, I mean,
legal or illegal?
Realistically, it is the capital of moonshine. So,
that's definitely on my list, and it was going to be my list for like next spring, but we'll probably move that back a year because
Pigeon Forge?
Yeah, I want to do Pigeon Forge. I want to definitely do Dollywood. I definitely want to check those coasters out there. They got a couple really sharp coasters.
It was on my list for this year too, but it's like, I don't know what's going on. But whatever. So speaking of theme parks, what do you feel about this whole new reservation system? You guys doing it in Cedar Point or no?
Yes. Cedar Fair just announced it a couple days ago that they're going to do a reservation system.
Okay.
They weren't real clear on like if there's going to be any priority for pass holders, which I mean, my pass is good until November of 2021, so I'm not that worried about it. For my kids, I am. I mean, because they've been looking forward to it. But you know, just like you said about the movies, it is what it is. I mean, what do you?
I mean, the dates aside, what do you feel about that reservation system though? Like for every park right now.
I think that there's two sides to this. I think it's a good idea. I think it's going to work out horribly. At first, I think they'll get it figured out. But Six Flags and Cedar Fair are not probably on a technological level with Universal and Disney to be prepared for something like this.
Well, no, they're not. I mean, really.
So the reservation system is just going to be, there's going to be so many issues. Danny, you're going to make a reservation to go to Six Flags, and you're going to get in there and get in, and they're going to be like, well, Danny, we don't have you in the system. And you're going to be like, what?
I see that happening.
It's going to happen.
I see that happen
to a lot of people. And, you know, for you, I mean, how far are you away from the park? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, if that.
I'm 3. With traffic.
Straight one highway,
I mean, with traffic, I'm 2 hours away. Or without traffic, I'm 2 hours. By the time I get through the causeway, to the parking lot, to the front gate, you're talking a good 2.5 hours. And then to get there, they'd be like, Mr. Watts, sorry, your pass won't scan today. It doesn't look like you're on the reservation list. How do you now for me, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm a season pass holder. I can come back anytime. But what if you're not a season pass holder?
No, you're not. You're like, I drove 2 hours. I made this reservation. You better find it.
I mean, well, yeah. I'm going to talk to somebody
if I'm
about
driving it. 2 hours, I drove 2 hours. You're going to get me in. I made this reservation. Here's my confirmation. Because you're going to be that one.
Yeah.
Here's my confirmation. You're going to let me in. You know?
Do you know who I am?
I work for this park.
And then I'll write about it on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
no, that's not going to get you anywhere.
I'll post about it and then block people.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, folks. You're not going to want to miss some of the things we touch on in a little bit. But I watched an interesting documentary. Well, not really a documentary. I mean, a vlog on Cedar Fair, and they've got 11 parks and how it all came to be, and the ones that are on top of the ladder. You're basically your haves and your have-not parks, and then you're on the fences.
Yeah,
it was really intriguing to see, like, me and you talked at one point in time, how much room does Cedar Point have to build? They're at 82% of their land is developed right now. Going through some of the other parks, Kings Island is only developed 42% of the land that they own. Then you got other parks. There was a few of them. Kings Dominion, Valley Fair, and Knott's Berry Farm have actually used all 100% of the land that they have to use. And
really,
when parks get back up and running and they start reaching full capacity, people, when we get a lot of this stuff under control, people are going to want to go out in droves to these parks. And then the following year, when they want to expand and people are like, well, I'm not going back there. This park down the road just built a coaster. Take Knott's Berry Farm that can't expand one bit. And you got Six Flags in the area. You've got Disneyland in the area. You got Universal Hollywood that, according to what I was watching today, well, Disneyland is not so much, but Universal Hollywood has room. And so does Six Flags. They still have land. They throw up a couple coasters and people are like, Knott's Berry Farm is an icon park, in my opinion. I live all the way in Ohio, and I knew about Knott's Berry Farm before Cedar Fair even owned it. I knew of it as a kid. So it's going to be an interesting race for these major theme park players.
Is.
Disney, Universal, Six Flags, and Cedar Fair.
It is. So here's going back to the reservation thing, though. I like it. I'm going to tell you right now, I really do.
Okay.
Because think of it now, instead of me physically being online, I got my digital footprint on that line.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, that's better for me. Great. I don't have to. But you know who's going to hate it are the parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Parents, I hope you're ready to bring more money to the park with you. Those are the ones that are going to complain. Why do we got to do this? Now, what are we supposed to do? The kids want to get on a ride. What are you going to do with your kids on the line? What are you going to do with your kids on the line to the ride? First of all, okay, you're going to stand there. You're like, why do we get on this long line? Johnny's complaining the whole time. It's hot. This and that. Now you're going to be complaining. Oh, now the kids just want to spend all the money. They want food. They want to go buy. No, you can't have that toy. You spent. This is gonna be the conversations in the park. I'm telling you right now. And I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna laugh. And I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna sit there on a bench and wait for my time. I don't care.
Has Six Flags discussed anything like virtual queues or opening up more availability to like front of the line passes?
I ain't getting into. I'm not getting into all that because I don't know the details on that.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was wondering.
Has not released.
Okay, that's what I didn't know if they did.
This.
See, according to what I got,
really be saying anything at this point.
Yeah, Cedar Fair's official stand right now is they are looking at ways to create social distancing and to keep people from being crammed in lines. That's what I was wondering if Six Flags, because I try to keep up with both parks.
They basically said the same thing. They said that the queues are going to have 6 feet apart from each other, and that's all I know. We don't know if we need masks in the park. We don't know, what's going on with anything. I mean, honestly, I can sit here and give my opinion, but my opinion means nothing.
Nope.
I'm just the one that goes to the park. I'm the one that goes to the park and show you guys the fun time that we're having in the park, so you guys can enjoy me and Jess going out and you watch that stuff as entertainment. I'm not I'm not the news channel, or anything like that. So, I can sit here and read Google. Where's my phone? Right here on my phone as much as anybody else. I mean, it's not really giving you guys information. I can sit here and give information, but it's not giving you information.
Yeah.
I can sit here and go, hey guys, this is what was released on Google. But by the time I say that, you probably know it already.
Yeah, I've seen a ton of YouTubers, Disney, Universal, Six Flags over Georgia,
yes, I'm wearing my
Cedar Point, Cedar Fair, and they all think they know everything. And you know what? If you want to sit for 20 minutes and watch somebody ramble on about, I think that Joe Blow's CEO is going to do this or do that, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They really don't. They don't.
I was not getting tired. It's just theme parks in general are meant for fun. And this whole community of theme parks, with everything coming out with the new normal for the theme parks, it's just insane with everybody.
Yep.
If you're a theme park channel, do me a favor. Shut the hell up. Bring the fun. Mm-hmm. And let's keep it at that. Okay? You say, shut up and bring the fun. That's it. Nobody cares about the news. We want fun.
And not only that,
thank you.
There are people that are bigger than you that don't know. They're bringing you some information. Don't try to walk on them and try to pretend like you learned something.
Big guys on this aren't even saying anything.
Yep.
They're not.
Nope.
Look, all right, I hate using Disney as an example. But let's do it, okay? I'm going to bring up the guys that I know the big channels for Disney that we all watch, okay? We'll start with the biggest right now. I'm sure we all know who the biggest for Disney is, okay? Yep. I'm sure I don't even have to mention the name, but I'm going to mention the name anyways because I have no problem with him, and he's gained a lot more respect with me from the comments that I'm going to say to you. Tim Tracker.
Absolutely.
Okay? Tim Tracker. And I never say names like this out my mouth on streams or anything because it ain't about that. But he legit came out and said, don't think season pass holders should be in this whole mix because it's not fair to other people trying to get into the park. Like Disney, okay? Disney is going to be flooded with people trying to get there for that vacation. And we know this.
Yep.
So realistically, if you're just stay home, if you're a season pass holder, even the YouTubers that I got to get there and this is how I make money and this and that. Let people enjoy their vacation. You're going to have Disney there to begin with.
Yep.
Leave it alone. Let people enjoy themselves. They've been cramped up in a house. Let them enjoy themselves. Tired of this. So he came out and said that. And he also came out and said recently, 2 days ago, he's not running to the parks. I've said it. I said, I'm not running to the park. Why would you want to put yourself in a park where you don't know what's going on? I'm not even saying with any of this virus stuff, I don't want to talk about that. Just saying in general, the new guidelines, you don't know what's what. I'm not going to go into a park where, take Jess to a park where I don't know whether we're going to get trampled on or what kind of chaos is going to come out from a new normal in there. No, thank you. I'll watch it from afar.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you live right there, what is your rush to get back? I mean, you live right there, and say all hell does break loose again. Would you just want to open up a can of worms that maybe you could have avoided? I mean, come on. Yeah, because whether we like it or not,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
whether we like it or not, those Disney resorts will be filled the minute they're open back up. It will take no time. As a matter of fact, there are
to whatever max capacity that they're allowing.
Yeah, I mean, and think about it. They are going to have limits on how many people that can go into these parks. Folks, there is 36,900 rooms at Disney. Actually, there's a few more than that. I can't remember how many Riviera has. Think about that. That's a lot of people. If there's only 4 people to a room,
that's a lot of rooms.
Family suites that could have up to 12. But if you take 4 people to a room, that's 115,000 people. That puts 2 parks at capacity almost. I mean, come on. They're not.
Yeah.
If you're at an outside hotel or an outside visitor, sorry, I guarantee you the first people going to be allowed in those parks are people staying on property. They're not going to care if you're a pass holder.
That's my next thing I was going to say too is, realistically, what they're going to do is they're going to book the resorts to capacity for the parks.
Yep.
They're going to what if they have 4 parks. You're going to book, I guarantee what's going to happen is you're going to book capacity to at least 1 park and then disperse them from there, which I can see happening that way because it makes a lot more sense. Because let's say you do the Magic Kingdom, like which one is the biggest park there? Magic Kingdom or what?
As far as capacity, probably Magic Kingdom.
So what's probably going to happen is you're going to book up your resorts to capacitize the Magic Kingdom to 25%. Because you don't know where these guys are going. I doubt they're all going to go to the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But you have people on the resort. They can all technically, theoretically, go to the Magic Kingdom for the day. Okay? So now you're going to book as many rooms for those guests to 25% of the Magic Kingdom to keep that safe. Why would you want to bring in anybody else from that point?
And they're not going to be able to open all 4
they're
parks.
They're going to disperse to Animal Kingdom or wherever else in Disney Springs. But, I mean, realistically, you got Disney Springs opening up, and I know it's not going to happen this way because you got Disney Springs opening up before the resorts.
Yeah.
And now you got outside people coming. You got local Floridians who are cramped up in the house all day. Oh, we're going to go to Disney Springs now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just...
Here's something that I think all these parks are going to wind up doing. In order to get into Disney Springs, you got to wear a mask, and you have to allow them to take your temperature. I think that's a good starting point for all these parks when they open. We understand that you're a paying customer. These are the rules to get into the park. Hey, you got to wear a shirt at the park. Mm-hmm. You got to wear shoes. You got to wear pants. So
why does nobody fight that rule? Those 3 rules right there. But you're gonna fight a mask? Like, come on, man.
Well, on several Cedar Point Facebook pages, people are like, if they make me wear a mask and take my temperature, I'm not going. I'm like, that's what I'm hoping for.
Bye.
Don't go.
Look at what's going on with Costco. Costco's doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, I'm not shopping at Costco again. And Costco came out like, that's what we're hoping for. If you're not going to follow our rules, we hope you don't come. Sorry.
Yeah. I want this world back. I want my theme parks. I want my parks. I want to go swimming. I want to do everything. Wear a mask.
That's it.
Be a team player here.
You don't want to wear a mask. Go for a hike.
Yep. There you go.
I mean, really. Go into nature. That's what Jess and I have been doing. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Have you seen anything on Shanghai opening back up? Like, have you seen any video of any of that? I know it's hard to get video out there.
I'm going to be honest. I started looking then I'm like, what? Whatever. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I was done. I'm done. I don't care. Guidelines are guidelines.
Yeah.
Rules
I was just kind of wondering
there. You know what?
how
To
they.
people, rules are meant to be broken, I guess. But whatever.
Yeah.
But rules are also meant to be enforced. So.
Yep. And if you don't want to follow those rules, you're the one that I want to see go, because that's going to get me one step closer to getting on Steel Vengeance. You know.
I mean, yeah, really.
So
Shelly's comment. Go hiking, man.
Yep. You know,
it's the truth. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Pirate Princess Red, you have a wonderful time.
Oh, Pirate Princess Red, thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Bedtime calls. Thank you, Pirate Princess Red, for stopping in. We definitely do appreciate that. Jonathan says Singapore had a video on what the protocol is going to be. Yeah, I saw some of that. I mean, I saw so many things on people. Again, so many comments on what to expect at Singapore and this and that and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's going to be what it's going to be.
I get it.
And
honestly, all these videos to me are clickbait. They're clickbait. Just stop.
Kind of the same way with people that want to tell people that are barely bigger than you telling you how to create channels and how to be a better YouTuber. Danny, not really. I'm not a Shiner Buck guy. Danny's asking me about beers.
Yeah. Okay.
Although,
I mean, look, if you're going to be a YouTuber, then just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave people alone. Let people do their own thing. Look, we're all human. We all make our mistakes. Like we're going to get into YouTube here in a minute, but we're not going to get into YouTube to the fashion of this is what you should be doing. You know, it might be more like this is what I've done. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is what we see. You know, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty
much. We're not going to
I mean,
sit here and bash anybody. We're just giving our point of view on
Hey,
things.
welcome in, Patrick.
So, what's up, Patrick? How are you? So, I mean, we're not looking to throw people's names out there, and like we're not targeting anybody. Just
no,
you know.
I think anybody that gets on YouTube, I think anybody that's on YouTube is starting to see this stuff. You know, I think anybody that comes in our stream knows that there's not 1 ounce of wanting to get one up on anybody else between me or Danny.
No.
I mean, really, who am I getting up on? You know, I would be out there like slamming my channel all over the place if I was that concerned about getting up to 1,000 or getting up to 2,000 subscribers. It's going to get there when it gets there. But when it does get there, I want people like Danny from Griswold Family Vacay or Shelly or Pirate Princess Red or Jonathan. I want them in my streams. You know, I don't want somebody who is going to tell me how I need to do things when really they used to do things that they're hammering other people for doing at one time. I mean, there's a lot of people out there right now that are bashing people who have gone to grow streams when they used to go to grow streams themselves. That is a real problem.
Look, I'm not afraid to mention a grow stream on this channel. I'm not. People do it. Okay, people do it. And what you do with your channel is what you do with your channel. Okay. You're gonna come across your people that maybe not do things the way you do it. Sometimes people are just looking for a boost on something. Sometimes people just have something set in mind that, you know, like a number or something for something, they find a way to do it, and it's a legit way to do it, take advantage of it. That's what they're doing, and it doesn't matter. You know, it's their channel.
And what's the difference?
Why are you sitting there watching them for what they do?
Yep. Someone that has 3,000 subscribers and has been doing it for years to sit there and tell you that you going and promoting yourself, when really, how is it any different if I go and promote myself in another channel with their permission, or someone
going into a live chat is the best way to promote your channel
themselves on their stream? And you know what? Not everybody is someone you want to have subscribe to your channel. Yeah. I mean, where is the jealousy come from? I mean, because they started out at one time too, and they really hoped that they would get into a live stream with someone big, and they'd be like, hey, go subscribe to them. I like these guys. That is no different than me going somewhere, or Danny going somewhere, or any of you in the chat going to a channel that allows you to promote your own channel and saying, hey, come check me out. You're not telling them you have to subscribe to me.
That right there. Let me tell you something. This one, Danny, made my night the other night, okay? Now, I'm going to come out. Danny asked me, how do you get onto media for a theme park? Right? Y'all know me. You all know that I'm not that one to withhold anything, right? So I helped him. He's a channel. I'm a channel. But you know what? I had information, and I helped him. I told him how to do it. At the end of it, he was like, thank you so much. It's not every day that you find a big channel helping out a smaller channel. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
He like blew me away by that comment, and I was like, and I turned. I was on the bed, and Jess, you know, we're watching TV. I turned to Jess, and I was like, you see what he said? Like, he thinks we're a bigger channel. I'm like, then I responded to him. I was like, yeah, dude. I'm like, I appreciate it, but we're far from a big channel. I'm like,
but Danny, look at it from.
I'm like, anytime you need help, let me know.
Take it like
no
this.
problem sharing my secrets.
Me and you have a really fun time doing this live stream. You've got your thing. I've got my thing. We do something really good here. But we started basically because you came into a live stream when I was and yeah and At the time I had like,
and I was like, all right, I gotta help this dude
subscribers.
That's what it was.
I'm 250 in now, which is, I mean, it could be higher if I was putting out more videos. Look at this, Danny. I'm at 255 subscribers. You are 10 times larger than me, almost. So why do you think but you're at 2,000, I'm at 200. The math is simple. You're 10 times larger. Yeah. So imagine when, I'm not sure where you're at right now, Danny, from Griswold Family Vacay, but you are a big channel to someone who's only got 250, 300 subscribers.
I know. I get you.
I mean,
but you also see how I see it. Where I don't care if you have 1 subscriber or 2 subscribers. I don't care. There's a guy in my area who actually came to me. He was like, hey, I know you got this going. What do I do? And I'm like, X, Y, and Z, man. X, Y, and Z. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. You know.
What's
just like, I know. Like, I'm looking up top right here, and the number. I'm sure you can see it too, Tony. Like, all right. Granted, we only got 5 people watching us right now, but you know how many people see that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, 5 people. Oh no, I don't have enough people."
Yeah.
So what? Look,
we've had this.
I'll tell you right now. I don't know if he wants me to tell you, but he used to get mad about going on his channel and only having maybe 1 or 2 people pop in. I go, but Tony, that's 1 or 2 people you're entertaining, man.
That's right.
Like you
That's how I look at it now.
may make a difference to them or you know, in their life or something. You just gave them something to watch for the night. You gave that one person a smile somewhere on the line, a laugh or something. So realistically, one person, I'm good. I don't care.
Well, and that's what I've learned.
I don't care.
Guys, Danny said it, and I'll tell you of a situation that I learned from the hard way. We're sitting right now with 5 people. Even if it was on my channel right now, I wouldn't be bummed about it. We had 6 people in the chat, and I sent Danny a private message. I said,
Patrick.
I said, hey, you want to put this on your channel? Because I mean, first I was mad, and I was also like, you know what? Danny's going to bring people, and it will give him hours. There was a couple thoughts behind it, but I literally, and I told him backstage after, I said I was pissed because it's like I want to feel like people are into what we're doing.
Well, that's like you use today as an example, right? Tonight was supposed to be on Tony's stream, but Tony's like, no, put it on yours because, you know, I'm basically too busy to post it up right now. But I didn't need to come to my stream tonight. Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, I'm working on hours, but fair's fair. Well, you alternate, you know, like you do it. You do it the right way, especially when you got something good like this show, you'll alternate.
Yeah. And we've always done, and you know, how many times has it been like, and this is where I think me and Danny work so well. How many times have I texted you and been like, hey, it's supposed to be on my channel this week. You need, let's kind of keep your hours moving. And be like, yeah, I can do it. Or he'll be like, dude, I'm at work. Or he's texting me, I'm at work. Can you put it up? And we went on my channel. So
Right?
It's just one of those things. I mean, hours are going to help me in the future. So, but at the same time, we want to help each other as much as we want to help ourselves out. Yes, thank you very much. So, I mean,
point in case.
You know,
point in case. You can literally tell that I did not just make that banner. Like, it was made. Like,
yeah, it's been made. And, you know, when we're on my channel.
I forget about them sometimes, but.
Yep. I run a banner a lot of times for Danny's TeeSpring store. I'll run Danny's link for his PayPal. I mean, this is what YouTube
Jonathan's
is really all
another
about.
one. Jonathan, you're good for that, man. I appreciate that too. When Jonathan comes in here, he drops that the PayPal, the TeeSpring, and all of that.
Constantly.
Constantly. And let me tell you, when we do our midnights, there's people we look forward to coming in. Or when Jess does a stream or whatever. And I'll tell you right now, like, so you guys, a lot of you that are in here right now are definitely a lot of our loyals that do come in. You know, Jonathan, Patrick, Shelly, you know, Griswold too now. Like, they found us and, you know, latched onto us, and we're happy about that. Latch away to on us, man. Help you out as much as we can. We'll help all you out as much as we can, honestly. You know, Tony is a big one that we look forward to coming in. Just the fun comments that our loyal subscribers bring to a live stream, and it gets things turned up in there, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, and so don't ever be afraid to, you know, if anybody's seen this on the replay, or and Danny from Griswold has found out, reach out to Danny. Reach out to me as well. I mean, hey, you want to do something? I'll come in and join you and do some stuff. Yes.
That is so right, Patrick.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You know, I'm not one to sit here and watch my numbers during a stream or whatever. Like, I don't even know how many likes or dislikes we have, and I don't care. I don't want to know. Please don't let me know. I'll look at all that later. But, you know, how many times you go into a stream and somebody's sitting there like, oh. And they know how, when they're also knowing that they lost subscribers in a stream. Why would you want to sit there and watch that? Aren't you supposed to be here having fun? Like,
yeah.
Have fun.
Danny's not gonna blow up any spot, neither will I. But we have
set
watched
a fun background up for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a certain channel we'll come across every once in a while. He will shut down a stream if he loses subscribers. If he sees his numbers drop, he shuts it down.
All right, guys, we're ending this right now. I can't.
If you're that concerned about how many subscribers you have, this is not what you're wanting to do. You are in it for the money. You are not in it to entertain. When you entertain, that will all come. If you don't entertain, people are not going to stay. Simple as that. And I didn't even have to say we're going to do a stream on creating YouTube stuff to give you that kind of information. That's YouTube 101. Entertain, the rest comes. That's simple.
And we're not here to give you information about how to do YouTube stuff, honestly. We're just blowing steam off, honestly, you guys. I apologize. We're just blowing steam off the things that we've seen and like and I appreciate you guys listening to the steam. I'm trying to at least make it funny for somehow or entertaining. I mean
Hey guys, if you haven't done so yet, please share this out because like I said, it's not a big deal. The numbers, we're going to give you all the entertainment you want. But you know what? Somebody may come in and they may just really get things going. And I mean, not that we don't have things going now, but you know what? It's nice to have the interaction.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? I don't even care if I ever get to that size, Danny. You know,
to what size?
Danny from Grizz. We're going to have to give Danny a nickname. We're going to have to call him Boomer Sooner or something because he's an Oregon or Oklahoma State fan. I'm sure he would love being called Boomer Sooner. But I don't care if I ever get to that stage. Do I care that I've got 255 subscribers, and do I care if I provide something fun for them to watch if they want to? Yeah.
You don't care about the numbers, the 225 or whatever it is, but you do care that you provide something fun for them to watch. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And
same as me.
If any of you come in and see the live stream that I did with my son
this week.
What's that?
Yeah. I said I lost subscribers this week, but I'm not crying over it. I'm like, whatever. You don't want to watch my stuff. You don't want to watch my stuff. I don't care.
I sat in my kitchen one day while my son baked cookies and just chatted. My son thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
That was the awesome live stream. It was the greatest stream that I've seen from you.
And you know, it's
I'm not lying, dude.
And it was so funny because we got off there. My son, who I've said on here before, my son Brandon is high functioning autism spectrum, ADHD. He's got anxiety problems, and you can tell when he does stuff like that. You can see it. He gets anxious about it. Here is the funny part. We got off there, and this boy doesn't smile very much unless he finds something funny. He had this huge smile on his face. I said, "What do you think about doing that?" He goes, he didn't say that was fun, that was good. He said, that was great. He loved the fact that Danny was telling him the cookies will be awesome. He loved the fact that Ben from Pepper Tree Villa was actually talking to him because I would repeat stuff coming in and, you know, hey, Brandon, they're asking what you're doing. They're doing this. And they love it.
Guys, if you haven't, check out Gross Roll Family Vacay. What do you guys can run their link in the chat? Like they're awesome. They're great family videos. It reminds me of so much like with your stuff, Tony, with you and your son and all everything. And they're just awesome. When they're out, it's a lot of fun to watch.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I went to go grab their link real quick, and I had subscribed to them. Here's another thing for you guys that are watching right now. If there's someone that you like to watch and you haven't seen anything from them lately, type their name in. Make sure you're still subscribed to them because it happens sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. You know, I've got about 9 or 10 Disney videos on my channel. And then outside of that, I've got one video and there's 3 different dance routines from a talent show last year at my children's school. One of the kids, I'm friends with his parents. He did a karate act. A kid that comes over to the house that we watch in the mornings because their dad's a single dad and he goes to work at 5 a.m., drops his kids off here. Recorded that. And then my daughter, who choreographed her own dance to Moana. And that's up there. My How to Save for Vacation video. And then a video I made with my son making mango habanero sauce. And then a live stream with him. Outside of that, this is all I've done. And I love having my kids in my stuff. They enjoy it. They love it. You know, my daughter every once in a while will go and watch that video because she's like, this is so cool. You know, because she knows that almost 100 people have watched that video. And to her, that's 1 million. That's 1 million people have watched it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
And
exactly. I mean, that's all that matters. Thank you.
Danny Beaver has it right. Take time to be a dad today. If you got kids, and you know what, there are some people who don't want their kids on YouTube. I totally understand that. It took me time to get comfortable doing that. But if you're comfortable with it, let your kids hold the camera. Let your kids run around with the camera. Edit it and post it. When all 4 of my kids are together.
I'm reading Griswold's comment over here because Shelly goes, can we call him Clark? And then he goes, who's going to be Russ Adric Lang? Because I can't. That's great. I love it. Realistically, that was the best movie ever.
All of them were great. I mean,
not gonna lie,
all of them were great.
Well, yeah, that and Christmas
Vacation. Really? I could watch that in the middle of summer.
City Slickers was, City Slickers was questionable somewhat, but
no, but the when they are on the way to Wally World, and all of a sudden they go off the road and they hit and they land, and Russ has got his finger crammed up his nose and they're sitting on that rock. And he goes, you know what I'm going to do with you, son? Something my dad with me when I was your age. I'm going to share a beer with you. He takes a drink and he hands it to his son. His son just chugs it down.
Yeah, and then he just takes it. He's like, whatever. Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your mom. Oh my gosh.
But you know, as great as that movie is,
Dad gave me a beer.
John Candy is that security guard. Made that movie. He's like, howdy, folks. Sorry, park is closed. And he's just like, oh. And he's like,
yes.
Oh, I don't ride that. I'm scared of the roller coaster.
Yes.
What a great, what a great comedic actor John Candy was. I mean, there's been a lot of great ones, but John Candy, and I just watched it the other day.
Justin and I were watching something the other day. We were watching something, one of the TV things that were on, one of the TV, like the comedy things that were just on a few days ago. Mm-hmm. And Louis Anderson was on it. We're like, he's still around? Thought he was dead. Like, where'd you come from?
No, but you look at all the things that John Candy did. The Great Outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
It was just on.
Gosh, yes. Yes.
It was just on a while back. And I mean, it's still so funny. You know, just him and Dan Aykroyd both are so good. Mm-hmm. And then you put them together. And when he's like, what are we having for dinner tonight? He says, hot dogs. He goes, oh, they're going to have hot dogs. You know, those things are made from lips and assholes. You know, it's just the whole movie is Dan Aykroyd trying to screw over his brother-in-law. And Jonathan just said it right here. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Movies?
No. Uncle Buck.
That's a good one, too. Uncle Buck is great.
Spaceballs.
My name is Barf.
Spaceballs. Yep. Then you have Cool Runnings.
Now that one, I don't think I have ever seen.
He made that movie. Really?
No, I don't think I've ever seen it.
He made that movie.
Canadian Bacon.
Stripes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Him and Bill Murray in that movie. But,
I mean, come on.
He was also on at a time on Saturday Night Live when they had lost so many greats. Steve Martin, Dan Aykroyd went on. Trying to think, Gilda Radner moved on. Well, she had passed away, but all those originals, Eddie Murphy, and then he kind of stepped up in their spot, and I mean, he just took it over. And he was there for a very short time.
Dan Aykroyd wanted, from what I understand, is Dan Aykroyd actually wanted John Candy to be in Ghostbusters also.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Could you imagine how funny that would have been? Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and John Candy.
John Candy, and unfortunately, John Candy would have stole the show. He would have stole the show. Just whatever he plays, he's bigger than life to begin with. He's so big, and I mean, well, I think we know what happened to him. But going back to Uncle Buck, when Macaulay Culkin comes downstairs and he's making those pancakes and flipping it over with a snow shovel, just the greatest thing ever.
Yep.
Chevy Chase, that's another one. Now, Billy Crystal, I've never really found him that funny. I mean, he always reminded me of the old school vaudevillian type comedian. He had to set things up. He couldn't just naturally. He didn't feel natural when he. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's done some stuff that was funny. I won't disagree with that, but he just never really did it for me.
Let me tell you who I would love to see come back into acting is Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis?
Come on, man. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can't even speak tonight. He is funny. Like, I get why he left acting, and I appreciate that. I do. Just, I would like to see him come back. I know it may or may not happen. It's not going to upset me or whatever, either way. But if he came back, I would love that.
What was the movie?
Really,
and I lost his name. He played what was the character on Saturday Night Live? But it was the movie with Chevy Chase and Steve Martin and this character where they were the Western movie actors, and they wound up down in Mexico, and he goes, "Hey, this looks like a Mexican standoff." And they're like, "In Mexico, we just call it a standoff." I can't think of his name now. I wanted to look that one up.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I can't think of it. I want to look it up. The Three Amigos, and Martin Short. Martin Short was good too.
So now, you want to know the Blues Brothers? How about that?
Yeah,
we can get into that all night.
If you're going to go with the Blues Brothers, and you're going to bring up Belushi
movie. Yep.
If you're going to bring up Belushi,
movie, man, like, come on.
That one's okay, but Animal House.
Hold on a second. I have to do something. Rockin' Robin, you, sir, are the man. I appreciate that from last Saturday. You rock so much, and Jess and I thank you for what you have done for that. He went out of his way, because I said that I was going to get the Nintendo Switch online. He went out and got us that. Rockin' Robin, you are the first person to get us anything as a YouTube channel. Thank you, sir.
That is awesome. Thank you.
We applaud you for that. You are up here with us now. I thank you. Okay. Anyways, back to Blues Brothers.
Yeah. Now, Blues Brothers. Now, it's a great film. But But
that's in my head now.
I lost my train of thought again. Animal House. That scene where he's walking down the steps in the toga and there's that guy on the steps playing the guitar and he just stands there and looks at him with that stupid look. And he just grabs the guitar and smashes it against the wall. I mean, just the way he approached comedy. I mean, he just stood there and looked at it and then just slowly grabbed it and then just smashed it. And that guy just looks up at him like, but those are two movies there that I haven't seen in a long time, but now it's going up to the top of my list of things I got to search out and watch.
I mean, it was then you also had Chris Farley too. As you can go into John Candy, you can't forget Chris Farley.
Chris Farley was great.
Lifted her fat down by the rain. We just watched that this weekend. It was on one of the Mother's Day special for Saturday Night Live, and they put that one on as one of the skits, and we lost it. I was like, yes, thank you,
Chris Farley, and
I'm moving in.
Chris Farley is responsible for David Spade being as popular as he is. I think they work great together, but Chris Farley could have absolutely done it without him at all. David Spade would have, I don't think, would have went anywhere. They played off each other so well. Like Tommy Boy, when he's trying to, he opens that door and then he backs up. And then he's like bull rushing that door.
Say Tommy Boy.
David Spade opens that door and he's like, "What'd you do?" Like when they killed that, they thought they killed that buck and they threw it in the back of the car and they're crying over the thing being dead, and all of a sudden its head pops up and they're standing on the side of the road and they're both laughing about it,
screaming.
I mean, it's just. You know, and there are so many similarities between Tommy Boy and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. If you go back and watch both of them, they both have that same feel.
Yeah.
And, you know, another movie that took something...
Steve Martin with
the jerk. The cans! He's shooting at the cans. He hates the cans. Some of the greatest lines ever came from that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, if we're going to talk about comedy actors, Richard Pryor in The Toy. I mean, you had Richard Pryor in that movie, and you had Jackie Gleason. Two comedic geniuses. And they played off each other so well because, you know, we were literally a couple years removed from when he was Sheriff Buford T. Justice in the Smokey and the Bandit movie. And so he had that connotation of being this Southern, somewhat racist individual. And then you got him and Richard Pryor in this movie. And it's so good. When he's in that building as a janitor before the boy buys him, basically, and he's in that Wonder Wheel and he's crying, "Wonder Wheel, don't die on me. Don't leave me. You're my only friend."
Yeah, exactly.
But we just don't have comedic actors right now that are on the level of these actors from the late 70s and 80s. Just don't.
Not at all.
I couldn't tell you one person on Saturday Night Live right now. I couldn't.
Oh, I couldn't either.
Because they're not noteworthy. Back in the late 70s and early 80s, you knew who was on Saturday Night Live.
The 90s-ish. You had when
you
Adam
had Chris
Sandler
Rock, and you had,
and that was about the last of them where it, and then after that it was like maybe.
But really, the two best ones out of there were Phil Hartman and Chris Rock. Outside of those two, can you really name the ones that were in there? Tina Fey, maybe. I mean, Tina Fey wasn't bad.
Then you had Will Ferrell. You can't forget about Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. He was good. I mean, he was much better on set.
He's funny as hell.
He was much better on Saturday Night Live than he's ever been in movies. Although he was really good in Old School. He played a great dick. Stir crazy. Oh my God. Richard Pryor and Young Frankenstein. Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor played in several movies together.
I have been so obsessed over Gene Wilder recently. Like, I will sit here and watch interviews with Gene Wilder, documentaries on Gene Wilder, and let me tell you, everything I find on this man, not only that he was great, not that, but he was such a great person, like, outside of acting. Like, very, very, like, respectful and, you know, appreciative of everything around him.
He never like shied away from people, and he was a very down to earth regular person.
Gene Wilder, the entertainment fool came through. Who are you talking about? But I only heard him speak negative one time. And it's for a question that was asked towards him. Question was, what do you feel about the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh, he had to have hated it.
He goes, he's like, I hate it. I disrespect them for it. He didn't come straight, he wasn't improper or disrespectful about it. He was asked his opinion. He gave his opinion. I hate it. Hey, AJC Magic, what's going on? How are you tonight?
Amy, hello.
I don't like it. I think it was very disrespectful of something that was done and done well. He's like, I'm not trying to sit here and promote myself like that, but he's like, I don't think Mr. Depp was proper for accepting that role, knowing, what it was. I'm like, oh. And then he left it at that, He even called, not even Johnny or Johnny Depp. He's like Mr. Depp, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me, because I've seen quite a few documentaries on Gene Wilder, because they're interesting. I mean, not only was he a very down to earth person, I mean, I think their house is only worth like $100,000, $200,000. He had an extremely modest house.
It's a normal house in Connecticut. Yeah. It's a normal house in Connecticut.
Yeah, and
with land. That's it. He has land, but the house itself, it's like just a normal house.
Yeah.
And like he even said, they even asked him like, oh, what modern movies? He's like, I don't watch modern movies. He's like, there's way too many cursing in them. He was like, there's no reason for, F this, F that, S this, like there's no reason why you need to curse unless it's necessary to enhance what you're saying. But all the time it takes away from that enhancement factor.
Yep. Although
he's like, I would never take a role like that.
Although, he says that, and I actually heard that about him before. Like he would read scripts to see what language is in it or not in it. He did a lot of movies with Richard Pryor.
He's very picky.
And those movies were very, there was a lot of vulgar language in it. Back in the day, it was considered vulgar language. It's not just a normal
Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. I mean, but to his point, what he said, the language enhanced the movie and the feel of what was going on in the movie. But to say that
to the time.
Yeah. But you also look at the 80s when he did movies with Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, those words were just normal everyday words for him,
Yes. Oh yeah. So yeah, for Richard Pryor, 100%. I mean, but he also said on how him and Richard Pryor were on the same way of like thinking went on set. Not so much Offset.
Yeah, they had great
he said,
chemistry.
you know, there's a few. Yep.
I mean,
like some of the songs that they started randomly singing, like in their movies and stuff. That they're like, yeah, we just started doing that out of nowhere, and then we just kind of kept it, and we did it at the same time, basically. And nobody said we're doing this or that, and they just together at the same thing. So, what?
Look up.
Oh, geez. Sorry for the 11-minute delay, but you know what, guys? Here we go.
There we go. Sam Elliott is a great one too.
Yep.
And to me, it's a very small role, but my favorite role of Sam Elliott was the cowboy in The Big Lebowski. It's just so great. And he's like, I really think I'm not really a big fan of that language you use, dude. Dude, I
think you should take it a little easier, man. Like,
now there's one right there.
Our crazy, what is going on? Thank you. Welcome in.
There's another movie right there. Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski. Oh my god, we're gonna get into this.
Yeah. That is, and you know, as someone who works for a bowling alley and has a very large bowling family, you know, and friends that bowl, that movie is great. You know, and just that.
Just how about the whole Donnie. Floating scene when he's like,
oh yeah.
Oh. Donnie, shut up!
When Donnie dies and they take his ashes in a coffee can, and
the Folgers can. You can't really call it. It's the Folgers can.
Yeah. And they go to shake it out, and it just comes blowing back, and there's dude, and it's all in his beard and stuff. So, yeah, we could sit here all night and talk about great comedies. There's just so many. I just
put the Big Lebowski's definitely on top.
Yeah, but when it comes to bowling movies,
call me the dudeness, Duderino. What about my rug, man?
Yeah, what about my? It tied the room together. But the best is when he's afraid those guys are going to come back and beat him. So he puts that board on the floor so they can't get through. The only problem is the door swung the other way.
Can't get out. Yep. Yep.
And, you know, another one right along that bowling line.
How'd you guys get in here?
We opened the door. Kingpin with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on the rug, man.
Rug, man.
He's in there talking to old man Lebowski. He's like, you know, they peed on my rug, man. And he goes, we'll get you a rug.
Yep.
What was it? What was that called? Lebowski's Little Warriors, or I can't remember now. It's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a mirror that says, "Are you a little Lebowski or something?" And he's looking in the mirror, and he's just kind of like, "Huh?"
And then the mirror of the Life magazine mirror, the man of the year.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or when he's out of creamer for his white Russians, and he walks into the store holding his drink, and they're like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "Nope, just need a little creamer."
I'm good.
There's another one down there. Dodgeball. Did you like the movie Dodgeball?
Yes. I haven't seen that in a long time, but yes.
The old man, just starts flinging wrenches at people, and they're like, "Hey, man, that hurts." And he goes, "If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball." Orlando Mike, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Mike? What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in. We got to get up early, but you know what? I appreciate you coming in. Awesome. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for thinking of us and the randomness. I feel like we got into the YouTube stuff a little too early before. I got more people coming in.
Yeah, I know.
Shoot. Guys, if you're new here coming in, go back later on and watch what we had to say about YouTube, because it was definitely deep.
Yeah, probably about 20 minutes ago. So if you missed it, definitely go back and check that out. Or 21.
Sure we might, touch upon stuff again here, because you never know what the heck was going to happen here tonight.
No, you don't.
Or any night on the World of Randomness. I mean, so here's my question. Speaking of YouTube.
Okay.
What I need to know is we're planning something here, something big, something fun. So we're going to be taking some of our older videos, right? Our original videos. And we're going to be going to be acting to our old videos. So we're going to sit here and watch them and do a record on our stuff. So what I need to know from people is, what videos do you want us to react to? Is what I want to know. Like, what were your favorite videos? Like, not just you, just everybody right now listening, watching this right now live or replay, whatever. What videos was it from us, the Two Real Geeks, that you want us to go and rip apart? Because there's stuff behind the scenes too that you may want to know, because there's a lot of stuff there. So,
number one, the first video, I definitely want to see that.
The first video.
Yep.
There was like nothing there.
But the fun part about it is, and I think
that was horrible.
It wasn't just horrible. I got motion sick. I don't even remember what it was about.
On the very first video that we did?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it. Maybe it wasn't the first video.
The first video we did was the first one was on the tripod.
Okay, maybe it's not the first one. It was basically
our introduction to the channel and was saying, hey, this is who we are. The second one was a video with photos and commentary, which was horrible. You've never seen us do that ever again, because it was a pain in the butt to do.
But there's one that's very early on where you're like turning around looking at stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. And my wife's like, I can't. She's like, I'm getting sick. I got to go take a Dramamine.
Yeah. We were bad at the beginning. We were bad. It might have been the St. Patrick's Day parade, maybe?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. It's been so long since I went back to the beginning of your list. But one of the fun things to do is, and this is for anybody in the chat, one of the funnest things to do is go back, click on the videos, and let them all sort out and go all the way to the bottom and watch anybody who's got stuff out there. Watch their first video. Even if they're really good at what they do now.
Here's the cool thing is, when you're going to people's stream video lists, you don't even need to go do it that way. Go into there and then click on the thing where you want to sort it. It's randomly going to put the newest first. So put oldest first.
Oh, I guess I never noticed that drop down before.
Yeah. That's how. Honestly, I've been going back and watching people's very first videos. Like, anybody's that I know that I usually watch constantly. Hey, Noah, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. I've been watching a lot of people's very first things, and then I go to like a recent one, man, you see a big difference in some people. And some people, you see, like, why didn't you stick with that? And then, but very rarely do you
Welcome
come
back in,
across
Blaine.
that. So,
I just sent you something
yes,
too.
definitely. Welcome back. Yep, I know.
Okay.
I see. I know. I know all. Remember, just you know what, guys? Just remember. Here's one thing. I may not think you may not think that I know all, but I know all. I know all that happens behind the scene, in front of the scene, and everything to the left and to the right of the scene. You know, Tony can tell you I know all. I mean, I surprise him sometimes in the things I can tell you what's going on, and he goes and looks at it, and
yeah.
Yep, exactly. I mean, you can't pull one on me, because Tony, you know the song "Regulator," right?
Yes. Mount up.
I got regulators, and they have mounted up. Okay, I can tell you I have 2 regulators in this area tonight. So that I can tell you. I just saying.
You know, not to be random or
Just
anything,
saying.
but I want to bring up something we didn't touch on earlier with YouTube and people on YouTube.
Yep. Yep.
We kind of touched on it, but not really. We didn't really touch on something I really wanted to talk about. Is people hating on people just to hate, and treating people like absolute crap because of the way they run their own channel.
There's no reason for it.
No. And then to completely try to shut them out so that they can't see what you're doing, or you can't see what they're doing. What are you trying?
I've seen it where people who live in the same area go and shut each other out because they don't want their channel to be, they like, let's just say me and you lived in Ohio together, right, Tony?
Yep.
You go and block everything for me to see because you don't want me to see that we're in the same groups and you're putting stuff up.
Yeah, it does not make sense.
Like it's just not. It's petty.
It's very petty.
Yes, Patrick, there really is a lot more at the Lunchbox Museum. We definitely do that one. But it's guys, YouTubers, stop being petty.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, stop being petty. Enough of this.
Here's the problem.
We're here, look. Honestly, you need to work together, not against each other. Like, that's it. We're here to have fun. I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to make any enemy with you guys anywhere. I'm not. You don't like me? I don't care. Don't watch my stuff. You don't need to block things or this is for anyone, not just me. I'm just using myself as an example because I'm here, and you guys are listening to me. But just don't do it. Don't be childish, man. Like, there's competition, and no matter what you do, this is just YouTube. Like, I get it. Some of you guys are getting paid. Like, I'm not getting paid for this yet. I don't care. Like, yeah, I do care, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I got a job. Like, YouTube ain't gonna give me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, like super chats and all that. Like, I don't care. I'm not in this for that. I'm in it for the fun.
Well, here's the big thing. It doesn't matter if you live in the same area or not. This thing right here, this little YouTube, there is no borders to it. There is no extent to where it can go. What does it matter if you, me, and everybody else is doing something? If you do something to entertain people, people are going to watch. If someone else is doing something to entertain, don't be jealous because other people are watching them. Step up to their level. And if you feel you're above their level, what do you need to hate on that other person for? You just don't.
And then if you become friendly with somebody, stay friendly with them. Like, there's no reason to go back and forth. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna in front of you, we're gonna be friendly, but behind you, we're not. Right? I know what I'm doing behind your back, but like, I'm not that person. I don't got time. I don't get time to that, man. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna like you in front of your back or behind your back. If I like you, I like you in front of your back and behind your back.
Yep.
Okay. Now, like, you see the glasses came off of this one, so it's like obviously there's something going on here with that. But it's like, stop, man. Like, just stop. Like, people know things. Like, no, just don't. Like I said, like, I got regulators. That's it. I got regulators, and then that's all people need to know. And people got my back. Like, people got your back. People got everybody's. Like, you know what I mean? People got your back, Tony. You know, everybody's had somebody who got people's back. You know what I mean? Noah's got people. Blaine's got people. Got his back. You know. And realistically, as a YouTuber, there's no reason not to help each other. What's the reason? Like, if you go to the theme park and I see something that you did that may, be a little different. I'm like, hey, Tony, we try this next time. You know what I mean? And it's not, and I'm not trying to mean anything horrible about it. It's people told me that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you told me a couple times, Tony, like, hey, look, there really wasn't the greatest thing that you shot. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll change it up.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you can't be criticized, there's no reason to do this. You know, like, granted, it's supposed to be fun and everything, but fun. Look, when you join a baseball team, you're having fun playing baseball, right?
Yep.
Okay, but at the same time, you work together on that team, right? And I don't like sports, and I'm saying this, okay, and I'm using this, right? You know how I don't like sports, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you join a baseball team, you work together, right? What's your coach do? That was good, but you know what I mean? It could be better this way. You know?
And that coach is also going to tell you, sorry, but you got to practice. You got to keep going out there and doing it all over again.
Right. And how do you practice? You work together with people. You work together. You don't work, you're there's no I in team. If you guys know where that's from, go ahead. I know you guys don't know where that's from. But why work against each other? Especially, like I said before, people, like, I've seen the people in the same areas that are working against each other, even in the same niche or whatever, that, why?
Yeah. There's no reason for it.
I don't understand it. No, there isn't. People just want to have fun, and that's it. That's it. If you, and I have no problem taking somebody on and then showing them the way and then showing them my people, but be like, hey, thanks. And that's what I get from people with every time I do it, because it's, like, there's no reason not to. I've seen people do it the other way.
Here's the thing. I'll go off of what you just said about, if you get together on here and you become friends, hey, if things don't work out, just say, hey, I'm not feeling this. It's not going the way that I think it would. Yeah. You're probably feeling the same way. Let's just part ways. And then you leave on a good note and be like, hey, I will still support your stuff and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. You can come back later on if you want to. You're like, hey, you know what? Let's just take some time.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Hey,
not a problem.
Everybody's got things.
It's like, realistically, is if you're not the one helping, for my channel, only one that can help my channel is me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's me and the people I find that I target to. You know, like, yeah, it's cool to come across somebody that has probably about the same amount of subscribers or more than you do, because, all right, yeah, you can come across some more subscribers and stuff that way. But if you're doing it for that reason, that's the wrong reason. You got to do it because you enjoy hanging out with that person. You got to enjoy hanging out with that person and working with that person and even collabing and like live stream or whatever you want to do with that person. You just got to enjoy it. You know, it's got to be an escape from reality, from everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we do this.
Yep.
This is really, this is an escape, really. I mean, come on, let's be real. Care?
Well, look, we took 2 weeks off. A couple weeks ago, Danny said, "Hey, would you mind if we didn't go live?" I'm like, "No." And then the next week, I was like, "Hey, do you mind if we take another week?" He's like, "I'd love to take another week." And look where we're at, right back. And
what's up, Martine?
What's up, hun? But you know,
right back to like nothing happened.
Yep. And you know what? We may have needed that. The world has been going to shit, so we're kind of at a point where things need to kind of go away for a couple weeks because there's nothing to talk about. So it probably did us some good.
Exactly.
Unlike these people that just jump on to the hashtag stay at home. Let's talk about this and let's talk about this because it's the only thing going on. How about you take a step away?
Yep.
How about you step out of your comfort zone? You know, we'll go back to something we just talked about a few minutes ago. The live stream with my son. That's hard to coordinate because I don't know how mentally he's going to react with that. But you know what? I took a shot with it because what else is going on right now? Let's do something.
Well, you got, you know, as I've been putting it, I'm not trying to get political with this because you all know I am not political at all. I'm just taking the term. Those channels out there doing fake news.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. Like, look, I hang out with theme park channels. Okay, a lot of these channels are just the Google preachers, you know.
Yeah.
Lord Google said.
Yeah. People don't want to take. On
the fifth day, Comcast created Google.
You know, people don't want to take 2 minutes and actually look for legitimate information, because anybody can type something into Google, but then you got to look. You can't just take the first thing that pops up.
I actually got a new phone, Tony.
Uh-oh.
So I actually got, and it has Google Assistant on it. So that.
Just say, "Hey Google."
Like, hey Google, you know. Oh no, I don't want you, Google. Go away.
You know, that's my favorite thing. Is it happens here all the time. You get someone that talks about it and then they say it, and you know everybody's, because you know what, you either have it on your phone or you probably got a Google Home Mini.
Yep.
And my phone and my Google Home Mini will go off.
I only have it on my phone.
You got it. You need a Mini. You need one. They are great.
Do I?
I have one.
Really?
Yeah. I've got one in my kitchen and I got one in my son's room. I mean, now, mind you, you can do a lot of it on your phone too, but if I'm out in the kitchen and I'm looking for an idea, I just say the magic words and say, I need a recipe with this ingredient and that ingredient. It'll find it and do step by step to take you through it. Instead of having to sit there and mess with your phone and sorry, Noah.
What is that? His off?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife just said she's eating some KFC coleslaw. You know, right now, you know.
Oh my God, KFC coleslaw is so good.
See, I'm not a big coleslaw eater, and I tried it for the first time the other night, and it's not bad.
That's like Jess.
I hate creamy
Jess doesn't
coleslaw.
like it either.
For me, coleslaw is cider slaw, apple cider vinegar slaw. That's the way it's really good.
Okay.
But
you know what you need to try?
What's that?
You need this. Is you a macaroni salad person?
Okay.
You're gonna need this. You need to go to Walmart and you need to find the Amish macaroni salad.
No, because I'm not a celery guy. There's celery in it.
There's no celery in it. There's no celery in it. I'm telling you right now, it is really good. Jess doesn't like these kind of things. We went and got this, and it's to the point that she liked it so much she actually made a recipe to make this thing at home. That's how good it is.
Speaking of, the one thing that I love pasta salad, but it's got to be the ranch bacon pasta salad. That's like crack for a fat man. And as funny as it is, I buy the generic Aldi's brand, and it's so hard to. I don't think you could make it at home to taste as good for whatever reason. There's just something about the ranch they use in it or whatnot, and we're not big packaged.
Wait,
packaged food at home.
What?
Yeah. That's why I'm glad then again, she's home tomorrow night, so it could be really bad for me. So everybody out there in prayer land, if you can put me on your prayer list.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It could just save my life.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. I think I need a more powerful light back here, like more of a blue light. Whoops.
Careful.
Like more of a blue light going back here. Or another blue one or something. I don't know.
Did you see what Clark put up there? What is this show called again? Hey, here's what it is.
Living up to its name.
Yes.
Yeah. But, like, going back to what you were just saying, too, about the whole, like, guys, it's just really, like, stop being petty. Like, it's just sitting with me, like just stop being
either you're with the show or you're not. There's no game. I'm going to be 46 years old this year. I graduated high school 28 years ago. I went through all that stuff in the 90s. I don't need it now. I just don't. I've got my own children. Yeah. I don't need children. I don't need to deal with children outside of my own.
I know we keep going back to this whole YouTube stuff, but sorry guys, it's just random stuff, and you know how it is. It's the world of randomness, so why not, right? But really, you don't need to. You don't need to sit here and do this. You know what? All of us here, a lot of us in this chat right now, we all like theme parks and stuff. So a lot of us are theme park channels, and realistically, the theme park channels have been really, really in disgrace recently.
Yeah, I'll agree.
For one person like me that goes to the theme parks, I'm just going to say it's really disgusting on what we're doing with each other and not working with each other, and especially around these times right now when all we need to be doing is throwing fun stuff out there.
That's all we need is fun right now.
Really, really should stop, like I said, being that Google, jockey and putting whatever Google puts out. Because really, whatever this news coming out is just not positive news. Okay, it's starting fights everywhere. Go into theme park groups online on Facebook, and that's all you see is people arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that we need to carry this on? Why? There's no good reason for it. None. If somebody wants to go and do something on their YouTube channel, just because you covered it, that doesn't mean that they can't cover it either. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, there's no set things that say, well, you know what? So and so is going to do this one, and you're allowed to do this, and there's none of that. None at all.
Here's the thing.
I can do what I want on my channels.
100 people.
I can film where I want. There's no set angles that I can film at, or places I can film at, or not just. I'm not again using me as an example. Just all you guys, just keep that in mind.
But you know,
don't let anybody stop you from what you want to do.
A local county fair
Keep
should
it
be able to
positive.
have 100 people in there YouTubing, and everybody should put out their stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's petty. It's we've been throwing some words around the night. It's literally just bullshit. It just is.
Yeah.
It is. You know, and you guys have watched us quite a bit. We normally don't sound this way. We pretty much all we want to bring is the fun, but there are some things that just really kind of, and I'm sure that we're not the only ones that feel this way. Just if you feel this way, be honest about it.
Going on out here. It's just petty nonsense that we like. Just a lot of channels in general going on right now. Like we get it. There's you guys have nothing to film about, so you're here trying to find things to film, but really keep the vibe of what we want and what was built up before this point. Like honestly, 2020 was going to be a fun year with YouTubers for theme parks and getting out and having fun, like roadside attractions and this and that. And now it's like everybody's fighting with each other. At first, beginning part of the year, everybody was like, yeah, we're going to work together. We got this. And then all of a sudden it's just, you're my enemy. Well, guess what? You ain't my enemy. This is my channel. This is Two Real Geeks. Me and Jess are the only two that work on this channel. Fantasmic Chronicles. Tony works on his channel. Shelly works on hers. Griswold works on theirs. It's not what I do or what I say. It's what they do and what they say. And you know what? Who am I to stop them from doing what they want to do, just like I'm doing what I want to do?
And even if they didn't support me, I would still support them back because what they're doing is quality. You don't have to hate people because you don't have support for them or you feel like they've been unsupportive to what you do or disrespectful to what you do. You gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
All right.
I don't know what's going on in my eye. Jesus. But if you don't like their stuff, don't watch their stuff. Leave it at that. Boom. And it's great. Yep. And Leia. Exactly. The Google guys reminds me
I was
of
just
Android
reading
Chasers.
that.
That's funny.
True.
That
Absolutely
is
true.
Funny. Especially the fact when I was an EMT up in New York, there used to be a lot of those. We used to get a lot of those. I used to
get
break
that
check
first
a lot
picture.
of them too. That was fun.
Yep. You got to get.
Yeah. They stopped a lot of that up in New York real quick. No, Danny is not crying. Danny, I don't know what's going on with my eye, man. It's just something weird. I don't know. It's like an eyelash or something in there.
There's no crying in YouTube.
No, there isn't. Well, recently there is, so I don't know.
Well, there's none of it here.
No, not at all. There's no room for it here.
No.
Not on this stream.
It's just pent up frustration that need to come out.
And guys, also remember, don't believe everything you read on YouTube. Please don't. Like, really, if you don't get it from the source that you're looking for, like, we'll use theme parks, okay, because this is what we know right now. If you go and look at a theme parks thing, if you see it's coming from Magical News Live or whatever, for Disney information, well, if it ain't coming from Disney right now, don't listen. Just don't listen, because there's a lot of people putting their own opinions and twists on what people are saying from the parks. Because really, here in the United States, nobody, and I mean nobody, has gave any real information out about what to expect coming up on any of this. All right, so I don't know what to say else than that. I mean, Tony, have you seen any real information about anything? Because you're a theme park guy here too, you know.
No, I mean, when we started to stream tonight, you asked me about the reservation system, and we touched on things that we actually read from the theme parks. I asked you the question. What are they talking about for possibly for queues or this and that? And you said exactly what I expected you to say. I've read nothing from Six Flags. I have read nothing from Cedar Point that tells me anything. So why would I go on and say, I think that they're going to do virtual queues at Cedar Point and Six Flags and Disney this year? Because you know what? I don't. It's just that simple. And you know what? Who looks like the a-hole when they come out and say, we're going to open full bore. There's going to be no virtual queues and this and that. And people look back and say, Tony, you said they're going to. Well, I'm just not going to tell you that.
Rocket Robin, even then, it's like, Rocket Robin, even right now, even then, in this situation, and the day that we're in right now, even then, I'm not really going to listen to it. That's just me, though. Like, honestly, I'm just... If you're going to, then that's fine. But for me, in this whole situation going on and all that, like, again, like, I'm used to theme parks. I mean, really, that's, you know, you see right here. It's what we kind of do. It's not dedicated to our channel, but, you know, I got 20 minutes away from us. It is what it's a part of us. But unless they come out and tell me something from the park themselves or on a Facebook update or something, or you know, whatever, I'm not listening. You know, because every day I see something new coming up that I'm like, really, okay, wow, right, you know.
Well, not only that, really, even if it comes from any theme park, official theme park news, until it gets to a point where things start really opening back up. I mean, come on, let's face it. Most states are just now getting to a point where you can go get your hair cut. You know,
unless you live in Georgia, then you can do that for like the past couple weeks. I mean, which
well, I mean, even at that.
But yeah.
But I mean,
but all right.
These theme
Cincinnati, okay. Here, WCPO. This is one I'll listen to. Okay. WCPO in Cincinnati, Channel 9 ABC, which you're probably familiar with, right?
No, I don't get any Cincinnati. I know the channel, but we don't.
Or would that be Shelley? Or would that be
Shelley gets Michigan?
All right, well, whatever. So, Channel 9 Cincinnati, ABC, right? This is what they put up. Expert, right? Kings Island may open July 1st. This is what I found out. You know, I swipe left on my home screen and go to my Google feed. You know, and that's what I find. This is what you've been coming across. I mean, but that's at least from a news station, and they say may open. They're not saying oh. But then you go to another page, you're gonna find Kings Island opening July 1st. You know what I mean? I
just brought up the same thing.
Like.
Yeah, it's just that.
You know, I mean. There you go.
I mean, literally, Ohio or Cedar Point, their only real statement on this, and this is the only thing I'll go with, is their statement is, we will open when it is safe to do so, and the state gives us more guidance.
Their statement is, please stand by.
Yep.
Please stay tuned. That's all you can do. Like this. There's a theme park one here that I come across here, and it goes, looks like you may have to wear a mask to visit Disney World. Did Disney ever come out with anything recently? I haven't heard anything.
The only thing they've come out with solid is Disney Springs. You will have to wear one. They have not said anything.
Right.
From
but,
Disney.
You know, clearly right there. You see? I'm not making it up. It's right. Yeah. It's right there, you know. Like,
but, you know,
this is what I'm saying, guys.
Taking a cue from the news. Hey, the news is doing this stuff. Why is it not okay for me? Well, it's not okay for either of you. It's not okay.
How about this? You know, as a YouTuber, how about you want to give news? How about this? You know, The Price is Right special donated almost $10,000 to Planned Parenthood and stuff like that. You know, that's the first thing I came across. That's positive news. You know, I mean, How about things like that? I mean, really.
Mm-hmm.
But all I want to hear is who's getting fired and things like that.
Welcome in, TV
There's an
Smith.
article on here right now. That's another fun one that you can cover is how to unlock things with your droid from Galaxy's Edge. Things like that. People want to say, oh, that's fun to watch. I mean,
Yeah.
really, come on. It's a Star Wars droid, and you're going to show me how to unlock special features with it? Cool, yeah, go ahead. I'll watch that. That's awesome. Like why do you think we've been playing Animal Crossing and streaming that? Because people need fun things to watch.
Here's something for you. Talking about Galaxy's Edge. Here's some stuff, and I don't really see many people touching on it. I was reading an article that, remember we talked about Galaxy's Edge and how they told us there's going to be droids going around Galaxy's Edge and this and that.
Oh my gosh. I'm so mad at that.
They do have, in a testing phase, an R2-D2 and some other droid. I don't remember what it was, but the problem was, and they've now come out and pretty much said it, their AI that they had built for these would not work properly. And I guess even if they go down, they'll go into
the droid builders clubs can actually make one of these things in a weekend with with all the parts and the money for it. But yeah, Disney couldn't make one that worked right. I'm sorry. That's the load of it. Okay. Number one, they're expensive. Okay. Even as somebody in the Rebel Legion and all the costume groups and stuff, I've been around a fair share of droids. Okay. Realistic. Let's be real. If you watch my May the 4th video, you see the R2-D2 in front of the Sandcrawler. Okay.
Yeah.
That R2-D2 moves. He moves. He rolls around, and he's controlled by PS4 controllers, the nunchucks, okay?
Okay.
Like, that's it. Like, so legit, like, I'm just going to take this is Nintendo Switch controllers, right? Right here?
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically how he's controlled. It's just like this. And so, basically, somebody had, in their Jedi, in their costume, they have these in their hand, walking down the street, controlling R2-D2, going down. One controls the body, one controls the head, and makes noise and stuff too.
Well, see, that was
Disney
the problem.
Can't do this?
And Jonathan put this up here. That was another reason they were having problems keeping it upright. And the droid is supposed to work autonomously. And that was the problem. It's supposed to actually interact autonomously and move autonomously through the programming, which, I mean, I think that it's a little bit of BS too, that they were just behind on it. They just didn't put enough into it. But, I think that it was kind of a pipe dream to have a totally autonomous AI droid out there roaming around to interact.
No, I didn't. Actually, what I did was, it's going to be funny because I actually used two different web cameras. Like, we used this one and our normal one. And what I do was I hooked the tripod up here in front of the TV. And one camera is on the TV. And then the other camera is on us as we're streaming the Switch. I got to get a capture card. So, but you got to do what I got to do. And I think it looked okay. So, but as far as these droids running around on their own, realistically, let's be real. They're not going to be running around on their own. I'm telling you right now, they're not. There's no way in heck that these things are going to be able to do that. I'm sorry. There's no way. They're going to have issues. What are they going to do when it runs over somebody?
And that's the thing. And I think that is why the delay, because the technology they're working on. But then again, how many cars does Google and Tesla have running around San Francisco autonomously?
They got these things running around all over the place right now. Okay, there's not just those cities. Because they're bigger cities. They're advertising that, but really they're all over. Okay, I mean really, honestly. IBM up in New York had the bus. Okay, they were running a self-driven bus by Watson. right? That computer thing, right? Now, Watson is here in Atlanta also. But guess what? That bus, it crashed.
Yep.
Okay? It crashed on a parking lot, on property in a parking lot where there's not much traffic. It's not even on the city street, but the Watson bus crashed. The self-driving bus. What are you going to do when a droid runs into one of your guests? Not even a cast member. Because you're covered at that point. Like, oh, okay, work-related injury. But how are you going to do that with a guest? You're not. You're not, really.
Yeah. It's almost impossible. I won't say it's impossible, but it's going to be hard to do.
That's like I don't understand how Disney really is allowing their stormtroopers in Galaxy's Edge to be up on that platform there. Because when we were there, they go run into the platform, but then you could tell that they were ordered to walk down the stairs. Now, first of all, I don't know if you ever experienced what it's like to be in one of those helmets. Okay, like a stormtrooper helmet or any kind of Star Wars related helmet. Do you know what your vision's like?
It can't be. You can't have a lot of peripheral.
It's just this. Whatever you see right in front of you, and it's very small, very small. You want to know why a stormtrooper can't aim well at a target? It's because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
But yet you got these guys running around the park on their own. They're gonna step up and trample a little kid one day. Why is there no handler hidden somewhere?
Yeah. Not to be random here, but
you can do it.
Yeah. But you were talking about we were talking about autonomous AI and autonomous cars. How did it work out for Nathan Brown in Upload?
Exactly.
I mean, there's a reason why he got uploaded.
Exactly.
And for those of you
into the back of a garbage truck.
For those of you who do not know what I'm talking about, Amazon Prime has a show out that just premiered at the beginning of May called Upload. The guy basically dies, and it's the year 2030, and it has to happen before your body completely dies. They upload your subconscious to basically a cloud server. It could be...
Oh, shoot, Jonathan. Really? Nice. So, let me explain this to you people that aren't, 501st. I mean, hence TK 421. TK is Stormtrooper and 421 is his number. So hence Jonathan is a 501st Stormtrooper with the 501st. So yeah, that's the breakdown of that. So when you get to join the 501st, you get to choose your, if you're a TK is a Stormtrooper, or you get to choose a DZ is like a Jawa, or a sand, like basically you're a sand creature, some sort, things like that, and you could choose like DZ whatever afterwards, as long as it's not taken. So Rebel Legion, you could, like, if you're Jedi, you can give your Jedi a name, which is, it's a lot of fun. You can come up with a whole backstory for your character and everything. So, and then we got these trading cards you can make up too, and it's so much fun. Thank you for that, John. That's awesome to know that you're 501st. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Is that the first you're finding that out?
Huh?
Is that the first?
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah.
As long as he's been in our streams, I can't believe he's never told you that.
Yeah, I might have heard him say it once before, maybe, but I
Oh, Jonathan just said he's not. He's referring to the Stormtrooper who hit his head in the film.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, never mind. Jonathan knows too much about this stuff anyway, so.
Danny takes it all back.
Jonathan, you should become a member, though. He says I have friends that that are members, and he's not. That I'm not yet. Yeah, Jonathan, come on, man. There's things you can do that you can get in easily. We should talk, Jonathan. I got you. Realistically, the only easiest way to get into one of these groups is actually with a Jedi or a Jawa.
You know, Shelley just said something
if you're
here.
Jedi, you get a lightsaber.
Hit a sci-fi nerve.
Yeah.
And I don't know what made me think about this, but I've tried a couple times to watch the new versions of Doctor Who. Can't do it.
Oh, God.
I can't get behind it. I remember watching the original Doctor Who as a kid, and they were cheesy and corny, but they were great. These here are just they're trying too hard.
I couldn't even get into those. I couldn't even get into Doctor Who at all. At all.
I won't say I was a huge fan, but I did. I watched them. You know, it was just that time when I was growing up that it was on, you know, late night TV and Saturday nights, and here comes Doctor Who. You know, so it was something I always watched. Wasn't a massive fan, but this new version of it, I mean, is they tried too hard to make it what it is instead of what it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be cheesy, campy, corny. And they tried to make something super legitimate out of it. And that's just, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Hold that thought for a minute, please. If you don't know what that means it's the top of the hour, and that's the second time this went in. So that means we're 2 hours in.
Yep. And in a half an hour, we'll know that it's midnight because the other music will play.
Yep. Exactly.
Anyways, going back to before we thought Jonathan was in the 501st. We were talking about Nathan Brown and autonomous cars. Amazon Prime just debuted a new show called Upload, and before you pass away, you have to decide if you want to go to heaven, or virtual heaven,
or they save you.
Yeah,
no,
they basically
they told him you have a choice, left or right. It was like the Matrix. Really, like I'm telling you, man, like the way they put it, I told you, it's just like the Matrix.
Just like the Matrix.
They told you got a left, you can go left or right. If you went right, they would put you into the autonomous, or if you went left, they'll save you. Save your life for
possibly
X amount of money. It was either way, right. Either way they were you were paying either way. Yep. So, they were like, and this guy's girlfriend was like, oh, I paid for it, and so he's like, whatever, just do it. And then they, uploaded him to like Wonderland.
And it wasn't exactly an easy way to go either. Basically, his head got blown off. It just exploded.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. Because he was like, he saw his mother come in, and he was like, Mom, boom.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a sight for them to see.
How much more have you watched of that?
Yeah. not much since last time we spoke about it.
Okay. Yeah, it's
because they added Back to the Future to Netflix, and yeah. I mean, I can't give up from that. It's like, right there.
Yeah. When you get a chance, you got to definitely get back and see the rest of that.
I know. I do. Odds are Jess has probably seen it all without me.
Yeah. Hey, 2 great ones just came in. Total Recall and Scanners.
It's so funny because we were kind of mentioning how that show is just like Total Recall.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Remember?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we were. No, we're still going. But that was Jess. Hey Jess, did you finish watching Upload?
Yeah.
Oh, this one finished it.
I'll watch it again.
Oh jeez. Oh,
See, that's
I'll
the way
watch
I
it
am.
again.
Hey, ask Jess about the 2 gigs.
Come here.
No.
Wait, I was supposed to ask you about the 2 gigs.
Like, what are they?
No.
Wait, what are they? Or
No. What'd you think of the 2 gigs?
What did you think of the 2 gigs? What?
I can't really talk about it without like giving stuff.
She
away.
says she really can't talk about it without giving things away.
Well, you know that
I'm gonna have to watch this.
Upload literally is like a virtual heaven. They call it.
Yeah, I know it's a I got.
But even as rich as
how many
that is-
episodes did I get into that, Jess?
Like 4.
4? Is it like 4 episodes in? Okay, it was like 4 episodes in. I got so.
The episode's only like a half hour, I think.
Yeah, I gotta watch this. I gotta dedicate my time to this.
They're 23 minutes an episode, Danny. You can fit 2 in an evening.
Yeah, that's what she was saying too.
Yeah, 23
Maybe
minutes.
more.
Yeah, you know it's.
You can go. All right, I'll go. When I'm done, I'll go to the store. Relax. See what my life is.
Are you out of guest toilet paper?
But ladies and gentlemen, Danny is such a horrible person. After midnight, he will be going to the store for his wife. He's such a horrible person, though. So avoid me at all costs.
Don't tell me you guys were out of guest toilet paper.
Jonathan said hi.
Hi.
Right, you know. My guests are a different story, buddy. Okay. I'll use the guest toilet paper any day.
Never running out of guest toilet paper. Ahsoka says, use the guest toilet paper.
You must use the guest toilet paper. Wait, I did a story from going back from earlier what Shelly said about me looking like Neo. That was kind of weird. It was like a Neo, a Jedi just there. Like, oh man. But yes, remember, avoid me because I go to the store for my wife after midnight.
Just make sure you don't feed her after midnight.
Oh my gosh. Don't get it wet or feed it after midnight. Oh man.
I seen something.
It's funny because I'm in my studio. This is how, this is the meanness that me and Jess do to each other. I'm in the studio and like literally right here on the wall, right? You can hear it. Is the window right next to the monitor. And I see her and the dog walking past before, and I'm like, hey! They both jumped in the She's like, I'm going to kill you!
You're lucky Leia didn't come right
dog
through the
came
window
running
at
into
you.
me, too. She looked at me like, the dog came running into the house, came into the studio, and looked at me like, why'd you do that? Then she walked out the room. I was like, okay, bye.
Taking care of her mama.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, come home. Whew. That's going to start now. Yeah, you can knock off 2 episodes.
Not with
in less
me,
than an
man.
hour.
Yeah, good. So I'm off all day tomorrow too. So let's exactly Gizmo plus Jess. Then exactly. Jess is like a gizmo.
It's a mogwai.
Not quite. Now you got me started. Thanks. I need to get a gizmo. I need to put a gizmo behind me, I think.
Get a gizmo
Like
and a
shelf
spike.
right here or something. Like right here. Right?
I'd seen something about a year ago that they were looking at possibly making either a third Gremlins or a reboot. Yeah. And I don't know whatever happened. Well, I mean, but I don't know if it ever came out of the talking phase.
Spielberg had a hand in that too. I think he had a hand in it.
Well, if he did, I mean, I wouldn't want to see a reboot. I don't want a reboot. I wouldn't mind if they.
I don't want a remake either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I don't want a remake.
I don't want a remake.
But if they came back and
a continuation and a new one, maybe like they do one with Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be fun. But
yeah,
if we can just get away from the reboots.
Honestly, can we have some original ideas, please? I mean, really, like, look, I love Ghostbusters. I'm excited for the new Ghostbusters, but can we have an original idea, please? I mean, really.
I'm interested to see what they do with it. Who's directing that? Did Zemeckis do the original, right, or is that Spielberg?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I think it was Spielberg for the original.
Zemeckis did a lot of really good films in that time frame too.
This one's produced by Reitman. Ivan Reitman.
He's the producer or the director?
Producer, directed by Sony Pictures Releasing. That's what I have here. Let's go to IMDb. Let me look it up that way, because IMDb never lies, right?
No. Less than the Google.
No, Google never lies. Come on, man. That's where you get all your information from. Is Google. Yep. Shoot.
Look at the
Google down. What's wrong with you?
Search? Research?
Google knows all. Come on. Look at all the information Google has.
Look at the directors we had in the 80s. You had Spielberg.
Reitman. Directed by Jason Reitman.
I'm not familiar with his stuff. Look at all the films that came out of the late 70s and 80s. Like Zemeckis, Spielberg. Mm-hmm. Just to start there. Lucas,
Romero.
A Clockwork Orange, Kubrick. And there's mm-hmm. a ton more. There's a ton more. But outside
Romero
of
for the horror genre, then so much.
Did Carpenter direct his movies? Did he direct his screenplays? Yeah. Oh yeah. I couldn't remember if he did all his own.
Yeah.
I knew he did the original Nightmare.
Exactly.
Some people believe it. Some people think that the internet is the absolute truth.
That's like some people believe The Simpsons did it first all the time. I mean, really, come on.
Well, you know, people go on Wikipedia all the time. Oh, well, Wikipedia says it. Well, my favorite thing to do on Wikipedia is as they're telling me, I go in and change the stuff and hit save and say, yeah, Wikipedia says it.
I just changed history.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
Like,
Like, you realize that there are
Gizmo
other
the
things.
Gray. Thank you, Patrick.
See him standing there with the staff saying, you will not pass.
You shall not pass. Exactly.
So Danny's got to run to the store for his wife.
When we get off. Whenever that is.
Yeah.
Our people come first.
Yes, they do. And it's a good group of people we have tonight.
It really is. It really is. We appreciate you guys being here tonight. Listening to us banter and
babble.
Complain about everything. Because we sure have enough to complain about. And I think we're good now.
Yep.
You know.
Until
gosh knows what else.
Could be anything.
I mean, it could. I mean, it really could. And realistically, like, as much as people try to put on their front and, like, say, hey, look, we're just gonna. People got a breaking point where nonsense just gets to you. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, really, like. And it's just nonsense that got to us.
Yeah.
And it's I'm glad Tony looks at it the same way I do, and other people that I spoke to that they see what we talked about tonight the same way, where it's just like, all right, enough, and need to make that movement of standing up for other people and tell the people to shut the hell up. It's just no other way around it. Just nicely, and not you could take it nicely or not. Just shut the hell up.
Just move on. Not everybody's going to like you, and you're not going to like everybody.
If you can't find anything else to do for your channels or whatever, I'm sorry to say, but I feel bad for you. If you got to sit here and preach to people about how to use YouTube when you're not a tech channel. Like, I'm not going to go and find a theme park channel that's going to tell me how to use YouTube when you're not a tech channel. I'm not going to sit here and listen to you tell me what to do about life skills or whatever else when this whole thing goes down because you can't do anything else. Sorry, it's just not what I'm doing. I'm not listening to you, and I'm moving on from you, because at that point, if you can't find things at this point to do, you're not talented enough for me to proceed forward with. Okay, there's people out here that are actually going out there with the camera and filming stuff in their house and wherever. Guys, I don't know if you saw it, but we made a Six Flags video. We went to Six Flags. Tony, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but we really didn't. Six Flags really came to us. We went to Six Flags at home. Like, the responses I got from that video? Like, I really wish more people have actually seen the video. Responses I got from that were exactly what I wanted. People laughing, okay? Yeah. People absolutely loved the video once they actually saw it. It's what we wanted. Like, just be creative. Like, there's things that you can do to be creative. I mean, come on. Just show it. Show it. You want to go to the parks? Well, be creative. Go to the park. If you're a YouTuber, odds are you got footage of something somewhere. Do it like we did. You know? Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Jonathan's like, that was awesome. I appreciate it. Like, there's not, like, honestly, these live streams, they're not creative to me. They kill me in a way. Because I want to sit here. I want to edit it. I want to put the effects into it.
Yep.
I want to do all this fun stuff to attract it more. Like, these are live streams I feel are great. They're great. But they're not the same as a video. You know? Like, honestly, if I could hide live streams from my channel, I would. But realistically, these live streams give you your hours, okay? These are why people use live streams. I'm not even going to lie. We use these for hours, okay? We all know it. Whatever. But
difference is we'll be honest about it.
Videos mean so much more. But when I see you're a channel that does live streams, but then you do videos, I'm going to sit there and watch your live streams because I know you're creative and you're still doing videos. You know? You're not sitting here talking about the same thing week after week on a live stream and that's all you're doing. Like, I'm sorry. Or you do a live stream about what you talked about in your video, then there's a problem with that too. Be creative. Yep. Like, there's no reason why you need to go and pull different animations from different places to put it into your videos. Like, unless that was your style to begin with, I get it. It's just weird, though. And honestly, when you start pulling, like, TV clips and things like that, you're looking for copyright issues, really.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You know, like if I, start pulling things from Parks and Rec or Seinfeld or Star Wars or whatever, I'm looking for copyright, even if it's just like a facial expression. Like, what? It's just, first
Here's
of all,
the thing. Whether you get nailed or not, it is copyright infringement. It's that simple. You know, a lot of people think, well, I don't.
And realistically, all it takes is the producer of the show to go to your channel and say report.
Yep. Well,
then you have an issue.
These companies have crawlers now. You know, they're sifting through thousands and thousands of videos a second, and they find it. I mean, literally, I did one of my videos was fits in the tantrums. Doing I can make your hands clap. I put that up, and within 10 minutes of it being up, I got an alert that I had a copyright claim. 10 minutes. And at the time, I had 60 subscribers. So
they don't care. That's how it is with mine. Like, sometimes I eat them. Sometimes I eat them. Like, I'm gonna tell you right, like my 1,000 subscriber video. Okay, I knew we were going to get it. 100% knew we were going to get it because we used Queen in there. Don't stop me now. I purposefully did that, okay? But I knew I was going to get it, and I also knew it was going to be a video where it was more like a thank you video to all of our subscribers and stuff like that. Like, again, I was like, then I look back, I'm like, why did I really do that video? Like, I fell into the trap of everybody else of, oh, I need to do the 1,000 subscriber video. And you didn't see me do it for the 2K.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even do the whole, oh, we got to go live. We hit 2,000 subscribers. Oh, yeah. No. Like, we appreciate each and every one of you. We don't just appreciate the 1,000 and 2,000. We appreciate all 1,000 and 2,000, I mean, it is what it is. And it's like, all right, like, you know what? Honestly, this video tonight is the 200 upload that we'll be doing for tonight. So, Tony, you're part of the 200 upload tonight. How does that make you feel?
Really?
Does that make you feel
kind of special?
Really? Because it doesn't make me feel special. It just makes me want to do 200 more.
Makes me feel like I'm part of something.
It makes me feel I want to grow the empire more, though. That's how I am, though. I'm just I want more all the time. I want more and more and more, and you're gonna take you guys along for more, and that's how it is. It's I'm having fun with what I'm doing. Why not have more fun? It's like putting a kid in front of a video game. You're gonna tell them 10 minutes, they're gonna do 20 to 30 more minutes. I mean, really, that's how it is with me and this. But that's why we've been becoming so successful at what we're doing. We're having fun.
If I go back and watch your 1,000 subscriber video, all I'm going to think of is cricket bats and Shaun of the Dead. I had to stop and think. I was like, I know that song.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, I think of something else when I think of that song. And it's not a bad memory for me either. It's so when I lived in New York, you know how they have these Legoland Discovery Centers that come around now that are in different cities and stuff? I don't know if you have one by you or not.
What is it again?
I used to work at one in New York. Legoland Discovery Center.
Okay. Yeah, we have one about an hour from us.
Okay. So you know what I'm talking about then.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to work at one, okay? And one of the videos that they used to play for us, for the company, was, the company is called Merlin Entertainment. So Merlin Entertainment owns basically every theme park over in Europe, okay? And Legoland down in Florida, and Legoland is supposed to be opening in New York. That's all Legoland and Merlin Entertainment, okay? So I used to work there at Legoland Discovery Center. One of the videos that we used to play every day was one of them showing the company as a whole, basically POVs. It's 12 o'clock, guys.
Yep.
They used to show the POVs from their roller coasters, people having fun, things like that, And now here we are. We're the latest entity to the Merlin Entertainment Group. We're the latest Legoland Discovery that opened, the latest attraction in Merlin Entertainment that opened, and they showed all this stuff from Sea Lives and all that, and that's the song that they used in it was "Don't Stop Me Now."
Okay,
which really was an awesome job. I'm gonna tell you right now, working at Legoland Discovery Center was an awesome job. Not only you get to play with Lego all day, I was operating the rides, things like that. I was in the entertainment department where literally my job was to go and make sure kids were safe, but at the same time was to play with them at the same time. So how horrible was it?
You're like Tom Hanks in Big.
That's what I felt like.
I was looking over
what it was.
I was looking over at something Shelly said. Shelly, I watched that live stream and all of a sudden it just disappeared and I was wondering why, and it come back and it said YouTube removed it for violating terms of service. If she wasn't doing anything, she was just
Wait, what?
She did a live stream, what was that, about a week ago, I think, Shelly. And it came up and I was watching it and I closed it down because I was going to bring it up on the TV and nothing would come up, and I went back and it said YouTube removed this live stream for violating its terms of service, which I didn't see anything she did wrong there. It was literally like 4 minutes in.
That's crazy.
And then I was heading to bed when she did it, and I got an Instagram from her saying that she was live again. So evidently, it probably just something in the algorithm.
Yeah. You guys got to remember is YouTube is very minimum man-staffed right now too.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing, is just bear with it. Like there's just a lot going on right now. So
yeah, right now the algorithm's taking over everything because, like Danny said, they're all working from home like a lot of other people, and everybody is online right now. Everybody.
Yeah.
You can only watch so many episodes of The Bachelor and American Idol. Well, I can't watch any of it, but
I can't watch any of that either. I can't.
Shelley, did they
Sorry.
specify what you said was inappropriate? Because normally, if you challenge them on it, they will present you with what the violation was. Well,
I didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh, that is so true. I never even thought of that. That is awesome. So awesome.
It's old Westminster chime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anybody with a grandparent could tell you that. Shelley said her husband asked if I did some foot fetish stuff. Well, even at that,
Oh, man.
I mean, yeah.
But like what else? Like other ones that that I've had issues with. I mean, obviously, my Get Up challenge one because we took this. We used the song, but I don't get how that would be copyright because the dude that made the song basically said, "Hey, do the dance, film it." So I don't get how that would be an issue, but whatever. Then we did the Never Ending challenge within the Star Wars costumes again. That was fun. To the Stranger Things song way. But then it's like anything Disney. I don't understand how anybody that goes to Disney World can vlog for a living with the Disney music in the background because it's so annoying. Like there's just stuff there. I'm just not even fighting it. I'm not even fighting any of my Disney videos.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many.
Well, the ones that live stream all the time, they've got to get hammered left and right. Shelley, Idiocracy. I haven't thought about that movie for a while. Danny, have you ever seen Idiocracy?
Mm-hmm. I have.
It is so dumb, but it is so great at the same time.
Yep.
The guy's sitting there eating the goop out of the tub, and he's like, "This is what we eat here." What is it? They were watering their plants with a sports drink.
Yeah.
Rondo
With the
it has
Gatorade.
electrolytes. Yeah.
Yep.
But Terry Crews is great in every movie he's in. But Terry Crews as the president was so great. He comes in on that huge quad with machine guns, blasting off machine guns. They were having Monday night executions
with the big medallion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The president,
I haven't thought of that movie in so long. Oh my gosh.
And I had never seen it until it's probably been about 5 or 6 years ago. I was just flipping through the channels and come across it on Comedy Central, and I'm like, well, nothing else is on. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then if it's ever on, it's one of those ones. It's like, yep, we'll stop here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Shelley, you want us to use toilet water?
Yeah. Wait, what was his ID? His ID name too? I forget what the name was. Oh God.
Now I gotta look that up.
Yeah, because every time I heard it, I would laugh, but I forget what the heck it was. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know.
Now I gotta look it up.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan, hey, turtle, toilet water could be fertilizer.
Well, the guy, the guy from Monday Night Execution, Beef Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where's that at? Bringing up so many different names and stuff. Let's see. Well, Joe was his real name.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it would tell me his other name too.
Hmm.
Let's see. Was it Dumbass or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, it was something.
Oh, President
Sorry, guys,
Camacho.
for
That
trying to
was
look
the
something up
president's
here.
name.
Yes, yeah, Terry Crews was Camacho.
Let's see. It just wants to give me his real name.
Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what? The
that's
best way to do it is go back and watch the movie.
yeah. Man.
So, let me touch on this again. Was guys, that like I told you earlier in the stream, was what videos you wanted us to touch upon and you actually give a reaction to. Tony said he wants us to do the very first video that we did, but it wasn't well, you said the very first one we did, right?
Yeah.
But it was one that you said that was like making you sick, though. Because the very
There was
first one I
one where
did
you
was Get to Know Us was the very first one. Hold on, I'm actually looking right now. Honestly, some of these I don't even remember what we put up sometimes until I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah. The first one was titled, and this is where it all begins. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. Yeah, the first one was This Is Where It All Begins, and then we did a review of 2018, and then the first real on location one we did was the St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Atlanta, which had the Sandcrawler, and then we did an Arabian Mountain one.
Okay.
And then the fourth one we did was actually the first time we went to Six Flags. And then the Cabbage Patch one after that.
Yeah, the earliest videos are the best to go back on because you know what you've done since. To just go back and do those.
I'm gonna be honest, we're probably going to be covering a lot of them, honestly. Because at this point, why not? But it's like, how far back do I go and where do I stop? You know?
I don't know. I mean, if anybody has any in particular that they would like to see you guys react to, that would be fun to see too. But
Exactly. Because there's some here that are like probably wouldn't do, like my countdown to MomoCon that I did, where it was just boring as all heck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I question, like, why did I do those? Like I was just sitting here and I'm like, well, this is what you should expect at MomoCon. Like it was just, I was trying to switch things up on the channel from theme parks to that, like, you know, the Comic-Con mode. And one thing we want to do more though is actually go back to round one when we can.
You going to do that jump rope?
Well, I don't have much of a choice now, do I?
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're going back, you might as well.
But yeah, that's one thing we went. But I mean, really, when we did that live stream from round one, it was so much fun. Like we had a lot of people watching us from there, and I think it was probably one of our highest viewed streams, honestly.
His name was Not Sure.
That's
when
yes,
you looked into the
sure.
camera,
Thank
it says ID, and he goes, "Not sure." Man, that was going to drive me nuts until I found it.
I can't believe you actually found it.
He was the Secretary of Agriculture, Not Sure.
Yep. Let me see. I want to know what my highest. I'll tell you right now what our #1 live stream was. Hold on. If this would ever work with me. All right, whatever. It's not. But yeah, guys, if you have any requests for us to go and like you want to see our reaction to a video, please let me know. Andre, what is going on? Thank you for joining us through Facebook. That's the first one tonight.
Oh, there you go.
That's the first one from tonight.
Hey, one is better than none.
Really? Our first one that had the highest rating was when I went live from Six Flags at Fright Fest.
Is that the one where you lost your signal going into the haunted house?
Yeah, I'm so mad at that because that would have been a great stream. It was it was great up until then.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
And then actually our very first Saturday night live stream is our #2 spot.
Really?
That's crazy. Yeah. And then #3 is live from Six Flags again, and then another late night hangout. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Our #5 video is when I went live from the Caribbean Beach Resort.
Andre, this particular live stream here is just basically what it says. It's just randomness. We talk about whatever comes up in the chat or whatever's on our minds. So we just spent 5 minutes trying to figure out.
We're basically live. Yeah,
just trying to find a name of a character from a movie. But we're a lot more than that. Theme parks, destinations, what's going on?
This Griswold, you got it, man. You want to see a theme park video? Okay. Well, I'm definitely, you know what I'll do? I actually definitely want to do it this way where I go back to my first Six Flags video. Oh, man. Tony, that's going to be horrible. You know what I was filming my first Six Flags video on?
That little Cool Pics, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Hold on. Let me grab it. Hold on. Oh, my God. I can't believe I was lugging this thing around the park. Hold on a second.
Lugging? Oh, my God. I'm scared to see this now.
It was this thing.
Well, that's not so bad. Then again, well,
yeah, it is. I used to have to wear pants big enough with pockets that closed and everything just to put this thing into. Tony, this thing is probably twice the size of my camcorder is right now.
yeah, your camcorder is nice and small. And then again, that one looks a little bulkier than my.
Wait, hold on.
Than my Canon
Andre,
is.
who are you talking? It really like this is not needed on this channel, dude, and you can leave. Sorry, I've never said anything like that to anyone before, but later, buddy. You can remove yourself, and we can. Anyways,
yeah, come on.
Sorry, guys. So, anyways,
somebody's got to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's always on Facebook. But that's what I started recording on, Tony, was this thing.
Wow.
And lugging this thing around was crazy. It got heavy. So that's why I told you with yours, get a bag.
Yeah, I've got one.
Good. Good. Because it's going to get heavy. So, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do something right now. I apologize. Tony, if you want to lead a conversation or something, go ahead.
Sorry, I just get kind of distracted there for a minute. Yeah,
I know. I know. What
so I'm sorry, guys. But when you where were we at anyway?
Talking about the cameras and
now put a 600mm lens on it. No, thank you.
You know the messed up part. You know what the messed up part is this camera. I can't even really put a lens on it. You know, I might be able to put a lens on this.
I'll say that's the only thing.
You see how far out this lens goes, though. You see how far out that goes.
What's your digital zoom on
it's
that?
It's crazy for 40x, 40 times.
I'll say that one of mine will do 50 digital, and you know, I've taken a couple nice photos with it on my tripod using the camera.
Yeah.
But off my tripod I can't, but takes really nice photos.
Why did that just come up?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Someone's just being distracting.
Sorry. Yeah. The fun parts of streaming and, you know, people that just want to ruin things for other people.
Yeah. Shelly, I don't.
So.
I mean, I have a hard enough time just holding my camera to take photo without a lens on it. Those lenses, some of them just look heavy. My hands just aren't steady enough for that anymore. Too many surgeries and
Exactly. Like,
So
even that. Like, do you ever see that they have tripods for some of these lenses now too?
I
You got a
don't.
tripod for your camera, but then you got tripods for lenses.
Yeah, I just want a camera to video on. Maybe take a few photos. But
Yeah.
you know, like Shelly, you've shown me your camera. I just it's a great looking camera. And I was looking at prices on some decent cameras that'll attach different lenses, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my little Canon and my Osmo for my phone and go with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jonathan uses the Nikon mainly. This is what this is. This is the Nikon Coolpix B500. It's just, it has great picture quality on it, but filming wise, it was bad.
Say, it wasn't very good in low light either, was it?
Bad filming. No, what? Photo wise, it was great in low light, but videos, no, it was not.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try mine in lower light to see how it does, but then again, here's the problem with when you buy a camera now is there are so many digital settings on it. I mean, I guess if you do it enough, you understand what they all do. But yeah, Shelly, I looked at that camera. It's not a cheap camera, not at all. Well, you have a really nice camera. I just happened to come across that by accident in an ad one day, and I looked it up, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not what I'm going to buy for vlogging."
Yeah, no, not at all.
But I'll tell you, they take great photos. I love when your photos come across Instagram. They're sharp.
You know I'm up to something, right, Tony?
I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're always up to something.
I'm always up to no good.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
always up to no good. Why do you think I have regulators?
You need a Marauders map is what you need.
I mean,
I don't know, but I'm kind of feeling we're approaching 3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm feeling good about where we are.
I think I'm feeling good too. I'm feeling good too. So, if you guys send us anything towards the fact of what you guys want to see us cover, I know that you've seen some theme park stuff for reaction videos. I know where Tony wants me to go with stuff. Where he wants me to go into my earlier stuff. So if you guys want, reach out to us on Twitter, Facebook, wherever, and let us know what videos you want us to react to from the Two Real Geeks, because we are really looking forward to doing this. I know I am. I don't know how much Jess is, but I know I am. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Like, I really want to go back and see how bad my stuff was and just rip it apart and give, not even for that reason. I just want to go back and maybe, there might be behind the scenes things of why I did something or what my thought of the process was. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'd like to see you go into Like, what'd you say? Like your number one video was? Was that your first Saturday night stream?
No, that was a live stream. The first video that we did that got big right now is actually our Fright Fest video. Fright Fest.
Okay. And that was from what, about a year ago? Well, it'd be a year ago this Halloween.
October. Yeah.
I would love to see you guys go back to that one and break it down and tell me things that you would like to. If you did another one just like it, what would you do different?
Okay.
You know, just because
so it's our top rated video. Yeah.
Yep. Because of the premise that it got a lot of views and it was popular. What would you have done differently?
Right.
I think that'd be fun to see too.
Jonathan's like Danny's Wonder Years, LOL. Yeah, exactly. You know, exactly.
Shelly's got a good one there too. Your favorite moments, bloopers.
Man, let me tell you, there'll be a lot of bloopers that I really should start keeping blooper reels. I really should.
Yeah, B-roll is good to have.
So many. No, I'm just saying, like, keep something on the side for fill up, like to make like a video of bloopers. But like, if you see every once in a while, I kind of do it now. Like sometimes I'll be like, well, yeah, two real geeks and we're around, you know, like wait, what? All right, take two, you know. Sometimes I'll throw it in there and like that, but I don't know. I really haven't done really much of that. But what I'm thinking of doing is maybe taking those clips and putting them into a folder or something somewhere to use later on down the road as
how you doing, Jim?
Maybe like
Welcome
a monthly blooper reel. Hey, Jim, what's going on? How are you, buddy? You know, use it as a monthly blooper reel for myself. For the videos and stuff, that might work. That might work. Yeah. That can be the next project after us, you know, reacting to our videos.
That is my biggest nemesis for anything I'm shooting. Is I feel like I have to get it right every time. I'm afraid to not.
Oh, I tell you.
And it's like,
I'll tell you right now, we don't.
My wife got so mad at me. She was trying to help me film something, and it'll never come out because I've already deleted it because I just could not get it right. And I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
And I got to get past. That is my biggest hurdle. You have no idea how many videos I wanted to go out there and shoot what I was building, but you know what?
You should have.
And yeah, I should have. I'm to the point now where it's in the process of being put together. There's no more cutting or anything to do. It's just piecing it together.
So what?
So, but I've got many more projects to do.
Just do it. Yeah.
But it'll get there.
It's all right. Yeah. I mean, look, you're at that point on your channel where you can actually play around with what you want to do. You know? You can play around with different things. You find people that way. You know, don't lock yourself into one thing. You know? As long as you put your twist and vibe onto your channel, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you do. You got to get your fan base because they like you, not what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what I'm at right now. That's what I want. It doesn't matter where I go or what I do. Like, look at Adam the Woo, the carpetbagger, you know, people like that. It doesn't matter what they do or where they go. Me, I'm one of the people. I'm going to watch them no matter what they do. You know?
Yeah. Did you see Adam's latest video?
What he's doing, the whole series, what he's doing is amazing.
Well, this last one was just talking about being stuck and what's he going to do next. And it's really good, but
that's not his last. He's doing like what he gave me the idea of what I'm doing. He is doing a reaction series to his old videos.
Okay, well, this one here where he was stuck, almost felt like he's like, man, I feel like I'm drowning here. It's just the vibe I got from him.
We all
where it was a 24-minute unedited vlog.
As a YouTuber, I feel, yeah, we all. I tell you, I feel the same way right now, man. Like, there's so much limited stuff I can do, you know. Like, yeah, I got the bikes, but realistically, I don't have. Like, I'm trying to build myself up, you know, not to make myself look like an idiot on the bike, you know. I haven't been on a bike. Jess and I haven't been on bikes since we're in high school, maybe. So, I mean, really, I mean, come on.
Bicycle.
They'll come, but exact every time I'm on it, that's don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah,
that's what I think every time I think of riding my bike.
Yeah,
that's what you need to do. Yep. Ride through the parks in Atlanta, singing that, and just filming people's reactions as you ride past them. I want to ride my bicycle.
I should make it where, like, watch out! I just started learning how to ride this. Oh my god! Just you imagine people's faces. I don't know how to stop.
Just put the GoPro on and hit record.
Oh my god! You know I'm going to be doing something like that now.
Yeah. Well,
put some training wheels on those things and film when you. That's exactly.
Get you one of those little hats with the whirly. With the helicopter on top, just ride around.
Oh my gosh!
Get the little bell.
Ching, tassels and bells.
Ching, ching.
Like,
Yep, tassels and bells.
You know what's funny? Jess has this whole vision of getting one of those child carts to put the dog in. And I
see people doing it a lot.
Who the hell is pulling this? But I'm like, who's pulling this dog? I go, who's the one going pedaling, pulling this dog around up some of these hills?
So that dog weighs almost as much as Jess does, probably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you know it's not going to be her, it's going to be you.
We get the bike
there
zipper
you go.
pouch and ride around like Pete Weaver.
Get the white suit.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I think if we did the dog thing, I gotta find one of those motors to put on the bike.
Oh. Well, you don't need a motor. Yeah. Just crunch up a pop can and put it up underneath the wheel.
For what?
Well, it makes the sound of a motor.
That ain't gonna help me. Yeah, I'm talking about to pull that dog around though.
Yeah.
Jonathan Leia would actually fit in one of those, Jonathan.
Well, say they're actually would. Pretty big.
Yeah, they make them for kids, and then they also make ones for pets where you can actually find one that'll actually fit at least up to 125-pound dog. And when I saw that, my jaw almost hit the floor, and I was like, really? People are actually thinking the same thing I'm thinking right now, pulling their dog around behind them. Like, okay.
You know what you do? You put.
It doesn't make me feel that bad.
You dress up Leia in a baby outfit with a bonnet and put her in it, and then go around filming with her in it, dressed as a baby.
Oh my gosh! The only thing I'm afraid is that she's gonna overheat in this thing, though.
Well, it's got mesh all the way around. You just have to pedal faster, Danny.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
I'm looking out for the dog.
Yeah, huh? You're not helping me.
You said you were going to get a motor on it.
Yeah. Right, a little 2-stroke motor. little lawnmower engine on there.
Hey, I miss those little 2-stroke motors.
Yep.
Especially on a 4-wheeler.
But yeah.
Plus, they're easy to work on.
Yeah, exactly.
Tune up on a 2-stroke.
Computerized.
Yeah, a 2-stroke takes no time. All you need is a flathead screwdriver and sometimes a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Clean that carb, stick it back on.
Dog was... yeah, that would be funny as all heck, Shelly. Oh my gosh. Why did it disappear? Whatever. But yeah, Shelly, that's funny. But yeah, just imagine me pulling Leia around. Great old American Bulldog being pulled around on a bike. She's sitting there.
She would too. She'd be looking at everything.
Mm-hmm. She would take a nap. That's where she would take a nap.
Poor Danny'd fall over and have heat stroke.
Yeah.
Jess would be over there checking on the dog.
Behind me.
Jess would be checking on the dog while you're laying there, not sweating because your body's shutting down.
She'll be like, give the dog the water.
She's like, you'll be all right, honey. There's an ambulance coming for the dog.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we're good now.
Yes, I do too. Got me started on something else, and there we go.
Exactly. So, guys, we out of here, I think.
Yes, we are.
All right. Guys, have an awesome night.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.